Mic check 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check. Okay.
Hi, John Fritsch, Fritsch Benefits. The people we work with have two goals. Number one, they don't want to run out of money. Number two, whatever is left, they want it to go to the people they love. Could be issues like Social Security claiming.
Is that Dagan? Is how you
Dagan, yep.
Okay.
Geppert.
Waddle.
Waddell. DeBoer.
And that's just Moeller.
Moeller, yep.
Helloid. Sulek. Solik. Okay. USA. And that's just all.
Yep.
Right? Easy enough.
Yep. Yep. Pretty good.
3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Check, check, check.
So you want your outline?
Yeah. Good.
Listen to this one of mine. It's like it's a weird. Like if I talk, it's like a weird vibrate, like a weird reverb.
Check.
Are you getting that weird whatever? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Do you hear that? What's that? Not that it matters, but I want to be talking.
Turn them off.
They're all.
You're listening to a special presentation from the Real Presence Radio Network. On Real Presence Radio, welcome to the Knights Game Day Show, sponsored by First Premier Bank, Premier Bank Card.
And welcome to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Bishop O'Gorman High School here. I'm Dan Johnson with Real Presence Radio. We'll be joined shortly by Isaac Schruck and Brett Byler. Tonight we have the boys matchup between the Mitchell Colonels, which are 6-9 on the season, and the O'Gorman Knights, 12-4 on this season. So Sodak 16 would have these, if it was today, would square these two teams off again. Knights are currently number 2 in seed points, Mitchell 15. Coach Derek Roby is a Mitchell High School grad and played for anybody in Mitchell basketball, Mr. Gary Munson. And the Mitchell boys coach is Todd Neuendorf, and he was an assistant for Coach Roby up at Aberdeen Roncalli for many years. And two coaches know each other very well and are great friends. So it's going to be a good rivalry tonight to go back and forth to see these guys. The O'Gorman Knights are coming off 2 victories this last week to offset their 2 losses the previous week by winning on the road in Aberdeen Central, 64-59 last Tuesday. In Brookings Saturday night, the Brookings Bobcats came with the win 69-51. Now I'm joined by Brett Byler. Isaac is getting ready. He's over doing it, working on the over in the other gym. Brett, these last 2 games with the Coil scoring 22 points and 20 points respectively, how aggressive getting in the basket? How would you like to see, Coy's mindset offensively be to the final stretch of the regular season? We have like 2 games left before they're 16.
Yeah, Dan, and Coy has been terrific the last 2 ball games, and he's kind of like the player that he can get any shot he wants at any time. But the big difference was those 2 ball games last week, as you mentioned, Aberdeen Central and Brookings. He was extremely aggressive, getting downhill, getting to the hoop, getting fouled, getting to the foul line, and not settling for outside jump shots. Because he can shoot an outside jumper as long as he wants, but with his size and his length, he is best going toward the hoop, and if you miss a shot, other guys are there for offensive rebound opportunities. But he had a terrific game. I know you weren't at Aberdeen Central, but he played terrific in that ball game, and then Saturday against Brookings he did as well. And he's kind of like the X factor. He's the one matchup problem every team's going to have against us, so we just need a Coy to keep being aggressive.
Well, let's talk about the height there. So here Mitchell comes in. They have a sophomore, Caden Hinker. He's 6'6". He had a game-high 24 points with a 58-50 win to Harrisburg on Saturday night. Harrisburg beat us here 3 weeks ago,
yep.
And then they beat Harrisburg 58-50 last Saturday night. He was 21 points for Gorman last year with the Corn Pals as a freshman. What do we have to do to slow down this 6'6" Hinker kid? When you talk about Okoye being the tall, what's he going to have to do now?
I think Okoye might actually get this matchup because with their other kid, Alm, who's 6'8", it'll be Makuska probably or Okoye, depending on which one Roby wants to put where. But you got to be talking defensively. I think you want to try to keep him out of the paint. He can shoot. He's a little bit like Okoye. He can shoot from the outside and go inside, but I think you would rather him shooting outside if you're O'Gorman. So I think the guards are going to have to help out a lot, Dan, kind of scrape down a little bit tonight. And because I think where Mitchell can hurt us possibly is more down low than outside. So those Nortons and Renshaws and some of those guards, Cole Hardy, I expect them to maybe help out our posts a little bit tonight.
And I think Okoye, to me, here you got a senior that's been playing, and here you got Hinker, the sophomore. It's going to be, okay, how much more do I know? I think Okoye's going to maybe try to show him he can play basketball, and you can't come over here and dominate the inside over here with O'Gorman.
And Okoye needs to stay out of foul trouble, too. That's very key.
That's where I'm going to next. The Mitchell Colonels coming to this game 6-9, but they are playing tremendous basketball right now, winning the last 6 of their 8 games. Their record could be better, but they struggled in close games, going 1-6 in games decided by 10 points or less. One of the main reasons the Colonels' success has been outstanding is because of 6' junior Zane Alm. He's blocked 7 shots against Roosevelt last Thursday, 6 shots against Harrisburg. Being an offensive player, how does a shot blocker like Alm affect your mindset going to game? How does that affect Okoye? How does that affect Cartwright? How does that affect
Well, it might not affect you right away, but then you go in, say, right away for a drive, and you think you got a layup and he blocks it, then it could sure change your mindset a little bit. I think, it's a mental game. When you have a guy that can really block shots, you might be rushing your shot a little bit more than you normally do. But I think what you need to do is, if you remember the East game, Dan, when they had that really good shot blocker, Naomi Ardu and the girls, pump fake. use a few of those too. Come to a jump stop when he's going to go up to block your shot, pump fake, lean in, try to get him in foul trouble. But obviously it's going to be definitely a factor when a kid blocks 13 shots against two really quality teams in Harrisburg and Roosevelt. That's going to be a factor tonight.
So last year, Mitchell, we're at the Corn Palace, and the Knights came out with a 56-54 win, and that's why I grabbed the rosary at the end of the game, because we had the 10-point lead with 90 seconds left. Mitchell tied
I
the
remember
game.
that, Dan.
Oh, yeah, I was like...
They tied it with about 10 seconds left.
And Luke Ronjic made 2 free throws with 2.9 seconds to give the Gorman a win. Jack Cartwright led with 19 points, Zach with 16, and Hinker led Mitchell with 21 points. Series history. This is the 24th meeting between the Colonels and the Gorman Knights. The Knights lead the series 12-11. The Gormans won 9 straight. Roby is 9-0 versus Mitchell at O'Gorman. We want to keep that going. Won the state title in 63-48. 2011 state title versus Mitchell, 56-49. Mitchell's last win versus Gorman, 2005 state title game, 69-64. Now, Brett, what's going on in the other games tonight across South Dakota here as we wrap up this season here in the next week?
Yeah, Dan, we got some good matchups. Let's start in AA boys. 7 o'clock, Watertown is at Aberdeen Central. That's a 7-8 versus an 8-7, so that's a couple good teams going at it in Aberdeen. Watertown's boys beat Yankton last Saturday night. Huron is at Brookings tonight. Number 4 Huron, we'll see them Thursday night. Brandon Valley is at Harrisburg in boys action. That's number 2 Brandon Valley, 11-4. Marshall, Minnesota, 20-1 on the year, is at Sioux Falls Roosevelt tonight, number 5 Roosevelt. So we have numbers 2, 4, 5, so 3 of the top 5 boys teams are in action tonight. O'Gorman JV won. They're 14-2. O'Gorman freshman A's won. 74-54 for Coach Zach Cole. They're 14-1. The sophomores for O'Gorman won with BJ Keppen, 70-46. And Isaac will have to let us know when he comes back how the freshman B boys did. That game was really close going down the stretch.
So these last week now, as we end the season, a week from Friday is the last game. A week from this Friday is the last game across South Dakota. In turn, how critical is this for these teams? The number 3s, the number 4s, the number 5s, the numbers. Actually, to me, the numbers 8, 9, 10, 11s, they need to win so they can move up and get home in that round of 16. It's very critical.
Yeah, and the AA boys, it's really meshed up there. A lot of teams all, Dan, from about 4 to 13. There's not much difference there. So let's do the AA girls real quick. Brookings at Huron tonight. Harrisburg is at Lincoln. That's 3 versus 2. That's a 7 o'clock start. That'll be a big one. Washington girls are at Watertown. Sioux Falls Christian is at Yankton tonight. Spearfish is at Rapid City Stevens to round out the South Dakota AA boys and girls action tonight.
This corporate update brought to you by Jamison Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor. Value Visor helps people and businesses discover, improve, and get value from their businesses. Jamison can be reached at 605-370-6931 or online at valuevisor.com. Real estate through Murphy Business, Dakota Lakes. Coming up after the break, and you're listening to the band on the direction of Ben Koch here next door. They just got playing, so we're rocking here at O'Gorman tonight. Coming up next, Brett Byler talks to Mitchell coach Todd Neuendorf to find out what keys will be for Colonels to go for the win tonight against O'Gorman Knights. Stay with us on Real Presence Radio Network.
Value Visor helps people and businesses discover, improve, and get the value from their businesses. With multi-certified valuation and mergers and acquisition advisors, they understand the complexities of valuations and negotiating in the mergers and acquisitions marketplace. For more information, you can contact Jamison Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor at 605-370-6931 or online at valuevisor.com. Real estate through Murphy Business, Dakota Lakes.
Community. It's at the heart of everything we do at First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. From supporting area athletics to funding academic scholarships, we continually seek new ways to improve and strengthen communities we serve. At the heart of these communities are people, our customers, and our employees. We work hard to ensure our customers are successful and our communities thrive. It's the Premier way. It's what community banking is all about. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. Locally grown, nationally known.
Welcome back to the Knights Game Day Show, brought to you by First Premier Bank Card. I'm now joined by Mitchell boys coach Todd Neuendorf. Coach, your boys defeated Harrisburg at Mitchell on Saturday night, 58-50. What were your boys able to do well in that game to get a victory against a good Harrisburg team?
Well, we kind of established ourselves inside, and I got some things done offensively that way. But the main thing was defensively, really did a nice job on them. We'd played Roosevelt on Thursday and felt like we let one get away a little bit. We You know, it was tied with 40 seconds to go, and we ended up losing by 4 or something like that. But we gave up way too many second shots. We gave up 21 offensive rebounds, lose by 4. So, we've been playing pretty well on the defensive side of things, and that'll have to continue tonight.
Coach, your team has won 5 of your last 6 games. That one loss was the Roosevelt game you just mentioned. After starting the year 1-8, but did lose a lot of close games at the beginning of the year. What is the biggest difference you see for your team now compared to early on in the season?
Well, they were, early on we only have one senior, so it's a young basketball team, and they were, not anymore. But at the beginning of the year, it was young, and they didn't understand how things needed to work out. And you just kind of have to go through that. It's some growing pains. And right now, the kids, feel really confident when they walk on the floor, and they know, what their roles are and who's going to do what and what we have to do to be successful. So, all those things, as silly as it sounds, you get that first win, and that cures a lot of things. It gets kids knowing, okay, well, this is what was successful. This is what I have to do to help our team be successful.
And you mentioned your opponent already tonight. It's Coach Roby's O'Gorman squad, 12-4 on the year. What are the biggest challenges for your defense trying to guard the O'Gorman boys team tonight?
Well, they play a lot of kids, and they got perimeter shooters, and they all go out and shoot the ball from the perimeter. So that'll be we got 2 bigs, and our 2 bigs will have to guard their kids out on the perimeter. They'll shoot it, and I think that's that's a key to the basketball game. The Ocoee kid can step out and shoot it, and he can also put it on the floor and get to the rim. So we'll have to make sure we contain him. And like I said, they play so many kids, and if one kid's having an off night, you got, last game they played 11 kids. So, you just got to have your ducks in a row. And we play, we play around 7-8 kids is all we play. But he plays so many kids where if one kid is struggling a little bit, somebody else can pick up the slack.
Finally, Coach, on your offensive end of the court tonight against O'Gorman, what do your boys need to do to be effective?
Well, we're gonna pound it into the post. I'm still one of those old school guys that likes to have a post kid in the block and throw it down to him, and I don't like to. You see everybody spreading the floor and everybody post guys running around all over. We still put one of our bigs down in the post, and we're going to throw it to them, and we're going to run everything from the post. We make everything has to start with a post touch. So, that's going to be important for us. Taking care of the basketball, I'd imagine they'll get at us full court. We'll have to take care of it. And then, like I say, we have to establish ourselves inside.
Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
And that was Mitchell coach Todd Neuendorf. Stay with us on the first premier Bank Card Game Day show. Brett Byler sits down with Coach Derek Roby. We get his thoughts before the game continues here on Real Presence Radio Network.
Pregnant, one word, many emotions. Sioux Falls Catholic Family Services is ready to support you by providing free and confidential counseling to birth parents regardless of faith or ethnic origin. For more information, to speak with a pregnancy counselor, or to schedule an appointment, call Catholic Family Services at 605-988-3775 or email cfs@sfcatholic.org.
This is Mark Konzemius. In 1987, Bishop Paul Dudley and a group of business leaders started the Catholic Community Foundation for Eastern South Dakota to help raise, manage, and distribute God's gifts as determined by donors' intent. We continue to grow their vision and legacy of faith. Many choose the Catholic Community Foundation for their charitable giving because of our commitment to Catholic moral and social values. Learn more about the Catholic Community Foundation. Visit ccfesd.org.
Welcome back to the Knights Game Day Show, brought to you by First Premier Bank Card. I'm now joined by O'Gorman boys basketball coach Derek Roby. Coach, your boys are coming off a 69-51 win against Brookings in Brookings on Saturday night, and I know covering your boys for 6 years, Brookings boys have a 2-15 record, but as you always say, winning a game in AA boys basketball is never easy, no matter where you play at. What was your assessment of your team's play in that 18-point victory over Brookings?
Well, you're exactly right. There are no gimmies in our league, that's for sure. I liked how our guys took took charge mentally in the sense of the mental approach to that night was pretty good. We tried to get out to a fast start, which I thought we did. We competed hard. We focused on what our goals were for the game, trying to get out and run a little bit, trying to relax on some of the perimeter shooting. So really felt good about it. I talked to some of our guys on getting some other seniors more of an opportunity, like Jack Kolbeck, one of the seniors we have in our program this year, and he's battling an injury or had a preseason injury that really set him back for a good month and a half probably, and he just hasn't had the time that we have wanted to give him. That's certainly true, and I think he would agree, but what a great teammate and great kid. Jack Kolbeck has just been there through everything, and he's the only guy in our program that doesn't get a lot of time because of he can't play JV because of his age and such. So it was really cool Saturday night to be able to get him in the mix a little bit, and we got out to a good comfortable lead, so we were able to get him in, and it was kind of fun to see Jack Kolbeck hit that shot, as little as that was, 2 points, but it was just something he won't forget anytime soon. I know that.
Coach, we play Mitchell tonight, a team that's maybe one of the hottest teams in AA boys basketball, winning 5 of their last 6. That loss was to Roosevelt, a game that was really close down the stretch. I think an 8-point loss by the Colonels. When you watch this team, what do you see them doing well here in the last stretch of ball games, and why are they going to be such a dangerous opponent for us tonight?
Well, you're exactly right. They're very, very dangerous. Mitchell has really turned the corner. Well coached. Coach Neuendorf is probably my best friend in coaching. He's my assistant coach for many years. We talk daily on basketball scenarios in both programs, and we know each other's personnel and program quite well. I don't think we're going to out-coach the Colonels. He's a very good young coach, and what we can expect is that they're going to be very post-orientated. They have the 2 bigs that are great players. Hinker kid, who's only a sophomore, is good as anybody you're going to find, and then kind of the dual. He's 6'6", and you have to guard them both, and that creates a lot of matchup problems for not only us, but for a lot of teams around the league. The Jacobson kid is probably the most experienced player, kind of a slasher going to the basket, and a feisty player that's really aggressive offensively and defensively. So we have to make sure we know where he is, and they have some shooters coming off the bench. The Larson kid we have to find early, Dagan, and then, of course, they start the Hell-White kid at the point and a Muller kid as well. It's a very good basketball team. It's probably our hardest game in the last 5 or 6 games, so we'll see how our guys show up tonight.
On our offensive end, Coach, how do we attack Mitchell's defense?
Well, we're going to continue to do what we've always done, get the ball into Okoye's hands, try to make some plays going from there. I talked to our guys. I really think I have them really tight offensively. They're thinking too much. Okay, well, where are we supposed to go? Where are we? Where's my next movement coming from? And I talked to them the last game. Let it fly is what it amounts to. But there was a couple possessions back in Brookings, thinking back, that we did that too much, early in the shot clock. And we don't want to just settle, but at the same time, I don't want our kids just thinking too much. So offensively, we're just trying to get into a rhythm, play, have fun, let the shots develop within our offensive structure and go from there.
And finally, Coach, if you haven't mentioned already, a few keys to victory. And just looking back at the Roosevelt-Mitchell game, Roosevelt out-rebounded Mitchell by 21 in that ball game. Do you think that's something maybe with our rebounding could possibly take advantage of?
Well, it certainly is a key to the game because, again, they're so post-orientated. What'll hurt us a little bit tonight is I don't know how much we'll have Hayden Muirhead. He's still suffering from a toe injury, turf toe, which we didn't have him for the Brookings game. And, he's obviously our guy in the middle, giving us the height, some jumping abilities. Without him tonight, that could hurt us, obviously. But we have some other bigs that are stepping up. Cade McCuska, Webben, Eddie Myler, all those guys are going to give us great minutes tonight, hope. The key certainly is the inside game. I think it's important that we set the tempo tonight, Brett. Again, I already talked about how well coached Mitchell is. They're going to run a lot of sets, one after the other, quick hits, and we can't just let them walk down the floor and get set up and have Hell-Lloyd directing traffic. We just can't do that. Tempo's huge tonight, and we'll see if we can get out and push the basketball a little bit and have some fun on our home floor.
Thanks so much, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And that was Coach Derek Roby in his 15th year here at Gorman High School. Now we're going to bring in Isaac Schrock because he's done with his coaching duties. Hey, how'd you do over there?
Good. I was working over there in the freshman A team, took care of business against Mitchell by about 20. And then the freshman B team ended up winning on a last go-ahead shot with about 10 seconds left by Connor Roman. And then Cade Clemens ended up stealing getting a steal on the defensive possession. So the freshman B team won by 1 in a tough game against Mitchell.
Okay, let's hear what you think about the Mitchell team. You kind of dissect Mitchell. They got Hinker, they got here they got 6'8", 6'6". They have one senior on the team, and here they come in tonight. And last year they just about beat us. Now tonight, they're kind of on the win streak here, and they're hungry.
They're a tough team to play, especially a team that you look at their losses, and they've all been close. They lost to Stevens by 7, Huron by 5. They lost a double overtime game against Lincoln. They got beat at a half-court buzzer beater against Watertown. They got beat by Brandon by 3, Roosevelt by 7. I mean, all these games are close. And they're a tough team to play. This is one of those teams that's going to be scary come tournament time wherever you match up with them, because they'll give you about everything they've got every single time they step onto the floor. And they're just a scrappy team that goes out there and plays hard every single game.
And right now, we'd match up with them for the round of 16 here on that Saturday night to go to the tournament. So.
And I can promise you that this is one of those teams that you're not looking forward to playing when it comes to that one game and done. Any given night, a team can get hot. And this Mitchell team, who always plays hard and plays tough, they're a team that you really don't want to match up with, because they'll give you a lot of fits. Physicality-wise, but also they can shoot the ball a little bit.
Okay, keys to victory. What's O'Gorman have to do tonight to beat these Mitchell Colonels?
They gotta play with like an up tempo kind of game. They gotta play with some pace, keep Mitchell from slowing the game down. Their posts need to play really big tonight. Mitchell's going to take advantage downside and down low inside the paint, but they also got to play loose offensively. You heard Coach Roby talk about just let it fly. They need to trust their offense. They need to just play loose, have fun, share the ball, move it around, and then finally they need to win the rebounding battle, and then they also need to keep Mitchell off the free throw line, since Mitchell ended up shooting 18 free throws versus Roosevelt and 17 versus Harrisburg, so they get to the line quite often.
Okay, good. Your tonight's keys to victory for the Gorman Knights is brought to you by Fritch Benefits, a registered investment advisor representative. John Fritch can be reached at 605-334-8086. You're listening to the Premier Bank Game Day Show on Real Presence Radio. Stay with us.
Fritch Benefits. The people we work with have two goals. Number one, they don't want to run out of money. Number two, whatever is left, they want it to go to the people they love. Could be issues like Social Security claiming, Medicare choices, even asset allocations for your 401k, or you may want to treat your church like one of your children. If you want to talk about any financial issues, you can call me, John Fritch, 334-8086.
Investment advice offered through IMS Wealth Management, an SEC registered advisor.
Community. It's at the heart of everything we do at First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. From supporting area athletics to funding academic scholarships, we continually seek new ways to improve and strengthen communities we serve. At the heart of these communities are people, our customers, and our employees. We work hard to ensure our customers are successful and our communities thrive. It's the Premier way. It's what community banking is all about. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. Locally grown, nationally known.
On the Real Presence Radio Network, O'Gorman Knights Basketball is on the air. Brought to you by
Catholic Family Services, Catholic Community Foundation for Eastern South Dakota, Jardine Construction, Hagen Chiropractic Clinic, Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools, Fritch Benefits Registered Investment Advisor Representative, McGuire Iron, Knights of Columbus Insurance Field Agent Jeff Gillen, Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street, First Premier Bank Card, Sioux Equipment Company, Ide Bailey, Ferendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness, Jameson Rounds Managing Partner of Value Visor.
Tip-off to tonight's game is just moments away. With all the exciting action of O'Gorman Knights Basketball, let's go to the gym.
And welcome back. We're getting ready for tip-off. Let's begin tonight with a prayer, and there's Father Cowles from Our Lady of Guadalupe here in Sioux Falls. Father?
Hello, this is Father Christopher Cowles with the Parish of Our Lady of Guadalupe here in Sioux Falls. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for all of our athletes, and we ask that you bless them and watch over them this evening as they enter into this game. Please allow them to keep safe, to enjoy their time, and to remember that this is meant to be something that is fun. Allow their families and friends to cheer them on with all their hearts, and allow us to keep the true sense of sportsmanship always in our hearts and minds. We also thank you for our Catholic faith. Allow our students as they play to never forget for whom they offer their lives, for Jesus Christ. And we ask all this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
And that was our national anthem performed by the O'Gorman High School Band under the direction of Ben Koch, and we thank him for that. Didn't they sound good? I thought they sounded fabulous. Let's get to the starting lineups here. First of all, for the Gorman Knights, recorded by the boys.
Jack Carr, number 10, 6'4", senior point guard.
Zach Norton, number 13, 5'11", senior guard.
Coy, number 3, 6'6", senior forward.
Cade McCuska, 34, 6'5", I'm a senior and a center.
Cole Hardy, number 20, 6 foot, senior guard.
And that's your Gorman Knights starting lineup. They're coached by Derek Roby in his 15th year. His overall record is 253, 103, 9-0 career versus Mitchell here to Gorman. And Isaac, the Colonel starting lineups for tonight.
The Colonels will start with a guard, number 12, Lucas Moeller. He's a 5 foot, 10-inch junior. Number 20, another forward now, Caden Hinker. He's the 6'6" sophomore. He'll be a matchup that you're looking forward to tonight. Number 21, he's a guard, Ben Helloyd. He is a 6 foot inch junior. Number 24, he's a forward, Carter Jacobson, a 6 foot 1 inch senior. And then number 40, down low at center, is Zane Alm, the 6 foot 8 inch junior. The Colonels are coached by Todd Neuendorf, who's in his second season, 11 previous seasons at Aberdeen Roncalli, where he was 208-60 there, and they won the 2015 Class A state title back then. So that is the Mitchell Colonels.
As we get ready for a starting lineup, we'd like to thank you for listening to Real Presence Radio, 94.5 FM, 91.3 FM Hartford, your CatholicRadioStation.com. Go to Real Presence Radio on the mobile app, and YouTube, Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. You can watch a game, or Twitter page, look for updates at RPR Sioux Falls. And getting ready here, they're getting some more things on the floor here. Let's go a little bit, let's go back. How key, you missed in the beginning there over there, how key is that offense going to be inside of the paint with the Coy and Hinker going back and forth?
It'll be a big-time matchup, and Mitchell, tonight we're a little bit downsized with Hayden having the turf toe injury that he's gotten, probably not going to play any minutes tonight. We're going to be a little bit undersized tonight down low. He's 6'8" down there, Alm is, and he's going to be a tough matchup for us down there. But we're going to have plenty of guys to throw some good looks at him. We just really got to control that defensive rebounding. We need to get to the boards quickly and not allow those second chance opportunities, because usually when we give up rebounds, that'll lead to a foul, and we got to keep them off of the free throw line. That paint battle is going to be crucial tonight. The game's going to be won and lost in the paint, offensively and defensively.
And, of course, I think you're going to see Cousin Eddie play a little bit tonight, too. But, to me, can Okoye stay out of foul trouble? That's going to be, to me, the big key. We'll know at halftime what happens with Okoye here. So, to get ready to tip off here from O'Gorman High School, it's the O'Gorman Knights versus the Mitchell Colonels. Isaac?
Mitchell sporting the black jerseys with the yellow trim, and O'Gorman coming out in those home whites with the blue trim. Blue numbers, gold trim on the blue numbers. Tip-off is underway, and the tip will be won by Mitchell. It'll now be corralled by Moeller, who gets it back to Helloyd. Jacobson will have it on the wing. They'll swing it around the top. And they'll nearly turn it over on their first possession, diving to the floor to corral it. It's going to be a jump ball. Diving to the floor was Moeller as they threw the first pass away, nearly out of bounds. They go to save it, and then there's going to be a jump ball tied up. It'll be O'Gorman possession. So now Norton will bring it across half court. He'll pass over to Okoye, who swings it over to Hardy. Hardy will use a Okoye screen, give it back to Okoye, who nearly fired a three. He'll now dribble inside, go off the dribble, up over the top off glass for two, and it's good.
I think you're going to see a lot of that, them two going against each other, driving.
So Helloyd will bring it across half court, and he gets it stripped out of his hands by Hardy, except they're going to call a foul on Hardy. I think that he got a little too much hand action over there, swiped across the body, and that'll be Hardy's first team foul so far for the Knights. So inbounding the ball underneath is Helloyd. He'll pass in, and they'll swing it around the perimeter now. It's going to be Moeller up top. Moeller will dribble and hand off now to Jacobson. Jacobson's got it on the right wing. Dribbles it back up top and passes over to Moeller, who finally gets it inside now to Alm. They kick back to Moeller. A deep three from the top of the key is good. Lucas Moeller for 3, and Mitchell's got a 3-2 lead here just about a minute into action.
And that's what they're going to do. They're going to push it in and kick it back out again.
Yep, every possession will start, like you heard in the pregame show, every possession is going to start with that post touch, and that's exactly what happened there. Norton will have it on the right wing now, dribbling around and pass back up to Cartwright. Cartwright passes over to Hardy. He'll use a Makuska screen, go to the left and pass back to Makuska up top, who swings it around to Okoye. 10 seconds on the shot clock, and Norton now has it on the right wing. He'll come off of a screen, dribble inside. Floater goes from Zach Norton right inside the free throw line. A nice shot there by Norton gives the Knights a 1-point lead.
I like it the C's just parted there like it did in the girls' game on Saturday.
It'll be Jacobson on the left wing. They'll swing it around over to the corner now. Helloyd thought about it. He'll now take a step-back jumper from the elbow. No good. Rebound goes to Okoye. Okoye will push in transition here. He'll pass over to the right to Norton, who fires a 3 from the right corner. A little bit too strong, no good. A rebound goes to Mitchell. The Colonels will bring it across half court there. That's Helloyd. They'll swing it around now. Winds up in the corner to Jacobson, who gets it inside to Alm. Alm turns over back to Jacobson, who thought about a 3, will now go dribble drive baseline. Tough shot by Jacobson is around and in, and Mitchell takes a 1-point lead. Nice move there by Jacobson to create some separation on the baseline, go up off glass for 2. Norton now has it and passes over to Hardy, who will dribble inside. Tough free throw line jumper is going to fall. Cole Hardy rises up above the defender and knocks home a jumper from the free throw line, and the Knights take a 1-point lead. So now Moeller has it back over to Helloyd, who drives baseline, turns it over, and then passes it straight into Cartwright's hands for the steal. They'll come in transition. Makuska will go right up off glass for 2, and an easy bucket there in transition gives the Knights a 3-point lead. Nice solid defense there by Cartwright to create some offense for the Knights. Mitchell will swing it around the perimeter. Now they'll come with a ball screen by Alm. Jacobson will get it inside now. That's going to be a tough shot there by Hinker, who got it sent right back by Okoye. Kept the ball in his hands, turned over the right shoulder, laid it up in for 2, and Mitchell trails by 1. Nice move there by Hinker to stay with it and then go up with the tough shot over Okoye for 2. So Norton will come off of a little bit of a curl screen. He'll fire a tough jumper just inside the free throw line. A little too short, no good. Rebound goes to Mitchell.
I thought maybe they got him for traveling there after he got the block. That's where it came down. That's why I thought that should be traveling, but it was back in the 70s.
Hinker fires a nice pass inside to Helloyd, who goes right up for 2.
Miscommunication there on the defense and the Knights there.
So Mitchell has a 1-point lead here with 4:13 left in the first quarter. 9-8, Mitchell leads. Makuska has it now over to Norton. Norton looks inside, will pass over to Okoye. Free throw line jumper from Okoye is off the mark, no good. A little too strong there, and a rebound goes to Mitchell. Mitchell will now push in transition. That's Jacobson. Tough finish inside. The rebound, however, goes into Alm's hand, who gets it into Helloyd, who turns over his left shoulder, goes up for 2, and he's going to be fouled. That's going to be charged to Okoye. That'll be his first personal, second team foul so far for the Knights.
We're halfway through the first period, 3:51 to go. Mitchell Colonels 9, O'Gorman 8.
Lloyd steps up to the line and knocks home the first of 2, and Muirhead will check in for the Knights. So Muirhead's foot feeling a little bit better.
And Moffat's in too.
And Moffat checks in as well. I saw Muirhead in a boot earlier today, so we'll see how this goes with Hayden Muirhead. Hopefully everything's all right. Lloyd's second free throw is around and in and good, and Mitchell has increased the lead to 3 with 3:49 left here in the first quarter.
So Hardy and Makuska are taking a breather here.
Cartwright will give it to Muirhead, and Muirhead's going to get called for an illegal screen as they say he stretched the knee. That'll be Muirhead's first foul and team third now of the half for O'Gorman. So 3 fouls early for the Knights in the first quarter, none for Mitchell, and the Colonels lead by 3. They inbound it to Moeller, who gets it right back to Helloyd, who will now bring it one-on-one with Norton across half court. Pass inside, tough pass controlled by Alm, and he sends it over to Hinker. Hinker trying to get it over to Helloyd. Good defense by Cartwright. Now inside to Alm, and Muirhead's going to get called for a quick second foul as he jumped up to block the shot. So Muirhead comes in for about a minute, gets 2 quick ones, and that'll send Zane Alm to the line. He is the 6'8" junior. So Alm heads to the line for 2 here. His first free throw is up and good.
Hey, Larson's in now, the number 11 5'6" sophomore in for the Colonels. And 23 for the Knights, Jonah Webben. And he'll replace Muirhead.
So Alm will get the pass back from the official here. His second free throw is up and good. So Alm steps up to the line, buries both, and increases the lead to 5 for the Colonels.
They're 100% from the line there.
So Moffitt has it now in the right corner. Recently checked in for the Knights. Now Okoye has it on the right wing. Okoye will dribble inside, spin over the left shoulder. Tough finish off glass for 2, and it's good. Okoye with a real pretty move down low. Cuts the lead to 3. Mitchell will now have it, force a pass inside to Alm. Alm turns over and will go off the dribble. He traveled first, slid the pivot foot, and gets called for the travel. That's a turnover for Mitchell, and Knights possession.
And Alm is 6'8", junior. They have one senior on the team.
That senior is Carter Jacobson, number 24. He's the 6'1" guard/forward.
They're going to be tough next year, too. Whoa.
So Cartwright will bring it across half court, pass over to Okoye. Now back to Cartwright, who fires a 3 from the left wing, and it rattles home. So Jack Cartwright rattles home a 3, and just like that, it's all tied up here with 2:43 left in the first quarter.
5-0 run for the Knights there.
That'll be Larson bringing it across half court, nearly traveled with it, finds a way to get it over to Jacobson on the right wing. They'll swing it over to Hinker, and now over to number 4, that's Gavin Deegan. Alm has it up top, back over now to Larson. Inside to Hinker. That's a tough fadeaway shot over Okoye. It does not fall. Rebound goes to Okoye. They'll push in transition. Okoye will find Norton in the corner for 3, and it's good. Zach Norton buries the 3 from the right corner. And just
run.
like that, an 8-0 run gives the Knights a 3-point lead. Good defense there by Moffitt on Jacobson. Causes Jacobson to pass over now to Deegan. Deegan over to Larson, and Larson over to Hinker. Hinker looks inside now to Alm, who has a tough spinning shot that falls for an N1. He'll head to the line here for one free throw. Nice catch on the high post area around the elbow. Took one power slide dribble as he spun over his right shoulder up off glass for 2 with the left hand, and he got fouled. That'll be Okoye's second foul already here, so he'll take a seat on the bench.
Okay, Makuska's back in, and number 15, Reese Arbogast, the 5'8" junior guards in for the Knights.
So Alm knocks down the and one free throw, and just like that, it's a tie game. They're going to give a coach bench warning to Derek Roby, the head coach of the O'Gorman Knights. He must have been disagreeing with a call.
Wow, that was fast. I didn't even...
So Arbogast is into the game for the Knights, and he passes over to Moffitt, who goes off the dribble. Tough floater from the left baseline, falls for 2. And the Knights have a 2-point lead. That's the second time in a couple games that Roby's been called for that bench warning early on here.
Same official.
Alm passes over to Larson. That is Deegan, who fires a 3 and rattles it home. So just like that, Mitchell has a 1-point lead as Gavin Deegan, the 5'11" sophomore, knocks home a 3 from the left corner. Moffitt will have it and pass over to Norton. The Mitchell bench is getting into it here with a defense chant. Moffitt, real tough fadeaway shot, will not fall. Rebound goes to Mitchell, and they'll bring it across half court. It's going to be Haloyd with Moffitt in defense. They'll set up an offensive play here, get it over to Jacobson. Jacobson turns over, backdoor cut by Haloyd is good for 2. So Haloyd gave it up to Jacobson, got a nice screen by Hinker and freed himself for the backdoor cut where Jacobson found him perfectly. And just like that, Mitchell leads by 3. Makuska out to Norton, who fires a 3 from the top of the key, a little too strong, no good. Rebound goes to Hinker, and Mitchell will have it for the final shot of the quarter. 23 seconds left on the clock. Mitchell leads 21-18. Haloyd a little trouble bringing it across half court. Norton all over him defensively. And he'll finally get it to Jacobson, as Jacobson will now drive. 10 seconds on the clock. He's got Webben all over him. He'll go baseline. Tough finish by Jacobson, no good. Rebound, shot attempt by Hinker. Goes right back to Jacobson, who goes up for 2 and knocks it home at the end of the quarter. So at the end of 1, Mitchell leads 23-18 at O'Gorman High School. You're listening to Real Presence Radio Network.
Ferendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness is a third-generation chiropractic practice focusing on inspiring patients to take control of their personal health and the health of their families. Dr. Eric Ferendorf is a 99 O'Gorman alum and is a proud third generation of O'Gorman Cathedral High School graduate, following in the footsteps of his grandfather and uncle. Ferendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness, formerly known as Village Chiropractic Clinic, is located on the northwest corner of 49th Street and Southeastern Avenue. You can reach them at 605-334-8000.
Real Presence Radio will be broadcasting an estimated 42 Sioux Falls O'Gorman girls and boys basketball games in the 2019-2020 season. Tune in to the RPR network on 94.5 FM Sioux Falls, online at yourcatholicradiostation.com, on our free mobile app, and on YouTube at Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. If your business would like to sponsor our O'Gorman basketball broadcast and have your business's message heard across each of these platforms, contact me, Brett Byler, at 605-670-8333.
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School, and right before the start of the second quarter, Coach Roby just got a technical foul issued to him from the same ref that gave him the warning. A little shouting back and forth will now send Hinker to the line for 2 shots, and then Mitchell will retain possession of the ball here to start the quarter. So Roby picks up a technical. First time in a long time that I've seen Roby get teed up, and he's still displeased talking to the official. Hinker made the first free throw, second one rattles out, and now Mitchell will have possession to start the second quarter.
And Weidenbach is also giving him an earful too, so
they're visibly displeased. All of the coaches on that bench are not having it right now with the official. So Mitchell will have it now. Hinker up top, thought about a three. He'll now look over to his right side and pass over to Deegan. Deegan gets it inside to Alm, who's around the free throw line, passes it right back to Deegan. Deegan will dribble over and find Lloyd in the corner, who will now go tough off the dribble, get it right back to Deegan up top. 10 seconds on the shot clock here, and Mitchell will have it. Jacobson looking inside, will go off the dribble with Hardy all over him. Fadeaway shot by Jacobson is good.
Wow, what an
Jacobson
arch on that
with
shot.
A tough fadeaway shot, and he buried it from the baseline, and Mitchell has an 8-point lead. Norton has it on the left wing, and he'll look inside to Makuska and fire it back over, and they'll swing it around to Hardy for three. That three is a little too strong, no good. Nice rebound offensively by Cartwright. Will give the Knights a fresh 35. He'll now use a ball screen from McCoy, pass over to Hardy again in the corner. Thought about a three, passes it over to McCoy, who will now dribble inside. Tough finish off glass for 2. He's fouled, as it's a little too strong, no good. So McCoy will head to the line for 2 free throws. They're going to give the foul to Hinker. So Caden Hinker will pick up his first foul, only the first team foul so far for the Colonels.
And McCoy's got to be a little aggressive like that when he takes it to the basket. I like that with the move on Hinker. (26-19) start of the second quarter here. Mitchell Colonels on top.
McCoy's first free throw was up and good, so it's a 7-point lead as his second free throw is on the way, and it's good as well. So McCoy goes 2 for 2 from the line to cut the lead to 6, and Mitchell will have it just about a minute into action here. Lloyd will dribble across half court. Norton playing solid defense on him, uses a crossover to create some separation. Passes it to Hinker, who fires a quick three, and it rattles home. So Caden Hinker knocks home a three from the top of the key, and just like that, it's 29-20. Mitchell has their largest lead of the night. Norton goes right off the dribble, off glass for 2. A nice jab step created some separation as he thought he was going middle, then went baseline and went up off glass for 2. So Lloyd will bring it across half court, get it inside to Hinker. Hinker turns over and passes to Alm. Alm looking inside, gets it to Hinker. Tough turnaround shot by Hinker, falls. And Hinker over the left shoulder. He's got 8 now to lead all scorers.
He got the roll on that one.
Cartwright has it, looking inside to Coy, passes over to Makuska instead, who now finds Norton on the left wing. Knights passing it around the perimeter now. Okoye will go dribble drive inside. They're going to call a foul, however, up top as he started the dribble.
On Alm?
That'll go to Zane Alm. That's his first personal, second team foul so far of the half for the Colonels. Muirhead will check in for Makuska. As Muirhead checks in with those 2 fouls. Battling through an injury right now. We'll see if Muirhead can give some good minutes. As he finds Norton on the inbound pass, who will now use an Okoye ball screen. He thought about a 3, passes back to Okoye. and now hands it off to Cartwright. Cartwright will dribble inside to the baseline, kick out to Okoye, who now passes over to Norton. Norton now uses an Okoye ball screen. Real tough fadeaway jumper from the top of the key, no good by Norton. Rebound goes to Mitchell. That was Moeller with the rebound. And Lloyd will bring it across half court. He'll get inside. Tough floater is going to be a little too strong, no good. Battle for the boards as the rebound's corralled by Cartwright and the Knights. Cartwright will go off the dribble. He's going to be fouled by Jacobson, a little too handsy.
Jacobson his first.
Renshaw getting ready to check in for the Knights. He will check in for Hardy.
Ben Renshaw, the 5'10" junior, his first time for tonight.
Cartwright now has it up top after the inbound pass from Muirhead. 30 seconds on the shot clock. They had a fresh 35 due to the foul. Cartwright will dribble tough inside off glass for 2, and he finishes it. So Cartwright with a real nice finish inside cuts the lead to 7. Lloyd will dribble across half court. It goes off of his foot. Norton and Lloyd scramble to the floor. It's going to bounce off of Norton's hand out of bounds.
And Cartwright comes right over to Zach saying, "It's all right."
A little bit of tension early on here in the O'Gorman High School gym as Mitchell's come out with a 7-point lead in the first half and have been controlling this one pretty handily early. Jacobson has it on the left wing. He's got Cartwright on him. He gets it over to Alm at the high post. Now down low inside to Hinker. And they're going to give a 3-second violation to Caden Hinker as he sat in that spot of the paint and for at least a couple more than 3 seconds.
And that's not the first time he'd done that. And I saw that earlier, but I wasn't going to say anything.
I believe that's what Roby
had
been talking about. As they've been doing that all game. They've been kind of casually hanging out in the paint, and I'm sure it was frustrating for the Knights defensively. Norton dribbles inside, passes to Okoye now, who has it on Alm. Alm guarding Okoye as he blocks his shot off the backboard, and Mitchell will rebound. Nice move by Okoye, and then Alm came for the cleanup right off the backboard. Jacobson has it. He passes over. Muirhead nearly stole it away. He will steal it away. Throws a pass between his legs. And Renshaw goes crashing into the legs of Jacobson head first.
Oh, get up.
As Jacobson's a little slow to get up, looks to be all right.
Kind of like a clip.
Could have been a lot more serious if it had just been a little bit of a different angle, as Renshaw came flying in, clipped Jacobson in the back right knee as they both then took a tumble to the floor. Jacobson looks like he's going to be all right, and he'll actually head to the line here for a 1-on-1 opportunity.
Nice hustle by Muirhead there. Wow.
So Jacobson heads to the line here for a 1-on-1. Dribbles it 3 times into the ground and fires away the free throw. It is up and no good. They're going to call a lane violation on O'Gorman.
Oh, wow. Is that on Okoye?
There's going to be some blood on the back of Okoye's jersey.
So they're going to make him go change.
They're going to bring out trainer extraordinaire Tiffany Geis to come spray some anti-blood wipe away on the jersey of Okoye. I usually am not one to complain about some refereeing on the radio, but things have been a little bit chippy tonight. And the refs are certainly taking things into their own hands early on, not letting anything slide either way. So Jacobson will go get another free throw attempt here. His shot is up, and this one is no good as well. Rebound goes to Okoye, and the Knights will have possession. So Cartwright will dribble right up top for a 3. It's a little bit too strong, no good. Rebound goes to Moffitt. He's going to be fouled by Jacobson on the rebound. That'll be Jacobson's second foul, 4th team foul so far for Mitchell. So the only senior on the team right now, Carter Jacobson, just picked up his second.
So in for the Muirhead, Moffitt.
Cartwright will get the inbounds pass after setting multiple screens. A little pick for the picker. as Muirhead now will dribble inside. A tough finish by Muirhead and one. That was over Hinker, and that'll be Hinker's second foul for Mitchell.
And now Mitchell coach is complaining to the referee down there. Wow. Todd, gave him a little earful. I'm sure Roby taught him well growing, you know.
It's been the same referee that's been having some fits tonight with both coaches. As Muirhead's free throw is up and good, Norton will check back in for Renshaw here. So the Knights trail by 4 with 3:56 left, 31-27 here in the second quarter.
Muirhead, Norton, Moffitt, Cartwright, Webben in for the Knights, 3:56.
It'll be Moeller, Alm, Larson, Jacobson, and Hinker in for Mitchell. Larson will bring it across half court, finally find Alm. He stepped on the out-of-bounds line. They're going to call a foul, however, on Jonah Webben. That'll be Webben's first, 8th team foul, so that'll send Alm to the line here for a 1-on-1 opportunity where he's already 4 for 4 on the night. His free throw, however, is no good this time. A little bit of jinx action.
There you go. You've got to keep that up, Isaac.
Cartwright will bring it across half court, pass over to Moffitt, who will use thought about a screen from Muirhead, kicks it back to Muirhead, who fires a three from the right wing. That one well too strong, no good. Rebound by Webben inside, tough finish.
Oh,
and
Muirhead!
Muirhead comes out of nowhere, puts back the offensive board for 2, and the Knights cut the lead to 2 now. Larson being guarded heavily by Norton, passes over to Moeller. Moeller's going to try to get it inside to Alm, however, the Knights are all over that. Hinker, 3 from the top of the key, too strong, no good. Rebound winds up in the hands of Jacobson, who goes a tough finish off glass, no good for 2. Alm gets the offensive rebound, then turns over his left shoulder with a real crafty finish.
Way to him to stay in there. I'll give him credit, Alm credit on that one.
And Mitchell leads by 4. Cartwright will use a screen from Muirhead. He'll dribble inside, kick out to Moffitt. Moffitt will go off the dribble, step back from the elbow, around and in. So Cade Moffitt, a real tough shot there, a step back one-hander.
You can do that, though.
And
you could do that when in your day. Uh-oh.
And they're going to get Muirhead or Norton here. They're going to call Norton with the push. So Norton will pick up his first foul. It'll be the 9th foul already of the half for the Knights.
We're going to get double bonus here pretty quick.
It'll be double bonus on the next foul. That'll send Larson to the line for a 1-on-1 opportunity as Deegan checks in for Mitchell.
And Okoye's coming in for Webben. So you got Makuska, who's down there. Moffitt, Norton, Cartwright for the Knights. 2:37, 33-31.
Larson's free throw is up and good.
Larson's a 5'6" sophomore.
So Larson knocks down the first free throw. His second is on the way, and it rattles home. So Larson will now get subbed out for Haloyd, who checks back in with the rest of the subs. That'll bring in number 34, Jonah Schmidt. And then it will be Alm, Haloyd, Deegan, and Jacobson for the Mitchell. Cartwright will have it on the right wing. He'll pass back over to Norton. They'll swing it across the full court, and now back to Cartwright. Cartwright will drive inside, pass to Moffitt in the corner, whose 3 is well long, no good. Rebound goes to Makuska, who passes out to Norton for 3. It rattles in and out, no good. Rebound goes to Schmidt, the 6', 3-inch sophomore. Played big there for the rebound, and the Mitchell crowd loved it. So now Deegan gets it to Haloyd. He's guarded by Norton. He'll pass over to Jacobson now, who will size up Moffitt and now go off the dribble. Jacobson pulls it back out to the three-point line and gets it over to Haloyd, who nearly lost it. He'll dribble it out up top, 10 seconds on the shot clock. He'll dribble it to half court. He'll now use a screen that gets stolen by Okoye. They're going to call a quick foul on Haloyd as he tried to immediately stop the fast break threat from Okoye. He's going to pick up the foul. That'll be the 6th team foul of the half for Mitchell.
Well, you can feel the intensity of these players, Isaac. I mean, you were in a lot of games like this, but I mean, I can just sense that from both teams how intense this game is.
It is intense, and it is a tense atmosphere in here.
Yes.
Everybody seems to be on the edge of their seat, kind of just waiting for something to happen each time down the floor. Okoye will go tough dribble inside. He's hammered by number 34, Jonas Schmidt. Took one right off the face. Okoye rubs it off like it's nothing, and he'll head to the line for 2. So Schmidt picks up his first foul for Mitchell. That'll be the 17 fouls. Now both teams in the bonus for the remaining minute and 25 seconds of the second quarter. Okoye's free throw is up, no good. Muirhead getting ready to check in for Okoye, who has those 2 fouls. So if he makes the free throw, he can escape some foul trouble here to end the quarter. His free throw is good, and Muirhead will check in for him. So Muirhead enters the game for Okoye. That'll be Muirhead, Makuska, Cartwright, Moffitt, and Norton in for the remaining 125. Mitchell holds on to a 3-point lead here, 35-32. Final minute of the first half. Jacobson will come off of the screen. He'll tough fadeaway shot from the free throw line, no good. However, the rebound goes to Alm, who now has it, gets it wrapped up by Cartwright. They're going to call a jump ball. It'll be possession to Mitchell.
I love how he did that. He came in. I thought the one ref wanted to call a foul, and the far one called the jump.
So I believe that this jump would have gone to OG if there wasn't the technical foul to start the quarter, because Mitchell has had the possession arrow the entire quarter, but they didn't have to use the possession on that technical foul call. So with a minute left here, Mitchell will have it up top. That's Jacobson dribbling the ball out. He'll go now off the dribble on the baseline, gets it stripped out of his hands. He tries to save it, but before he saves it off of Cartwright, he stepped on the out-of-bounds line. So with 51 seconds left here, Okoye will check back in now for Cade Makuska. 51 seconds on the clock here in the second quarter. Knights trail by 3, 32-35 to the Mitchell Colonels, who will come in here and control the lead for almost the entirety of the first half.
Opening tip-off, yeah.
Norton finds Webben inside to Muirhead, who goes for a tough finish off the glass and was fouled. So Muirhead will head to the line here for 2 free throws. That foul goes to Schmidt. Schmidt has come in and fouled 2 people very physically, just playing straight, solid, good basketball defensively, but his fouls have been very physically punishing to the Knights so far. Muirhead's first free throw is no good. That one was a little too long and off to the right. Makuska will check in for Okoye. Webben will get ready to check in for Muirhead. So Webben coming in for Muirhead if he makes the free throw to help Muirhead avoid another foul here late in the first half. Muirhead's second free throw is on the way, and it's good. So Muirhead knocks down 1 of 2. Webben will come in for him, and it's a 2-point lead for Mitchell with 41.1 left in the first half.
Typical Roby, offense, defense. I love it.
So Mitchell will inbound. It's going to be Hilloyd bringing it up the floor. He's got Norton one-on-one. Nearly lost it. He'll regain possession as he crosses the half-court line. Thought about using a Hinker screen. However, we'll get it over now to Moeller. Moeller finds that's Deegan over on the right wing. He'll come off of a screen from Hinker, and they'll run it around here. A little three-man weave action up top to waste some time with the shot clock. 10 seconds now on the shot clock, 15 in the half. Hinker has it up top. He'll get over to Alm. Alm looking inside. 6 on the shot clock. Gets it into Hinker on Webben. Tough turnaround shot. Rattles around and in 2 times. 3 seconds left. Cartwright will dribble it at half court past to Moffitt, who fires a deep 3 at the buzzer, and it's off the mark. No good. So at the end of the first half, the Mitchell Colonels lead 37-33 over the O'Gorman Knights here at O'Gorman High School. Stick around for the Knights of Columbus field agent Jeff Gillen's halftime show after the break.
Do you have daily pain and discomfort that includes headaches, neck and back pain, and arm and leg numbness? Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic provides gentle adjusting, x-ray evaluation, rehabilitation, and massage therapy to treat these symptoms. Hagan Chiropractic Clinic is located on 14th and Cliff, 6 blocks north of Avera Hospital.
Hi, this is Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic. Don't say ouch, call me at 361-OUCH.
Pregnant, one word, many emotions. Sioux Falls Catholic Family Services is ready to support you by providing free and confidential counseling to birth parents regardless of faith or ethnic origin. For more information, to speak with a pregnancy counselor, or to schedule an appointment, call Catholic Family Services at 605-988-3775 or email cfs@sfcatholic.org.
Your family is depending on you to provide financial security for them. The Knights of Columbus can help you with insurance solutions such as disability income, long-term care, both term and whole life, annuities, retirement, and estate planning services. Join the Knights of Columbus today at kofc.org/join us for access to all these insurance services. Call Jeff Gillen at 605-759-7204. That's 605-759-7204.
From the Real Presence Radio Network, welcome to the O'Gorman Knights Halftime Show, brought to you by your Knights of Columbus field agent for Sioux Falls and the Southeast South Dakota area, Jeff Gillen.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Halftime here, the O'Gorman Knights versus the Mitchell Colonels. The Colonels are on top, 37-33. Isaac, dissect the first half for us.
Mitchell's done a really good job of coming in here and controlling the tempo. Offensively and defensively, they're getting just about everything that they want so far. And what Mitchell's doing a really good job of defensively is really forcing OG to work for everything on the offensive end. They're not giving any clean looks at any type of jump shot. They're forcing OG to really work for anything on the offensive end. They got to drive to the basket. They got to use almost the entirety of the shot clock to get a tough shot off. And Mitchell's controlling the defensive end, and then they come down on the offensive end, run through their system, and waste away some of the clock there. So Mitchell doing a really good job of keeping that time of possession factor into their hand. They're slowing down the pace just like they wanted to, and they have a 4-point lead on the road. And I can't say that I didn't kind of see this coming. Mitchell's one of those tough teams that'll come in on the road or at home and kind of just do things their way, grit and grind their way. And right now they've got a 4-point lead, and they've led for almost the entire first half, I believe.
They have. They got the opening tip-off, and they've gone on. So right now for the leading scorers for Mitchell, Caden Hinker, the 6'6 sophomore, leading with 10. And then you have Hell Lloyd, he's a 6-foot junior, he's got 6. Alm, he's a 6'8 junior, he's got 6. Dagan, he's got 3. Muller has 3. So leading the Knights right now is Norton with 7, Okoye with 7. But Okoye's got 2 fouls. But we weren't expecting Muirhead to play, and that's kind of what we were told. And, you know, like you said, he was in a boot earlier and came back, and all of a sudden Muirhead, the turf toe, so he wasn't going to play. He's got 6 points, but he's got 2 fouls. But he's been effective while he's been in there tonight, and we need that matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. Muirhead's the one guy that we can bring in size-wise, length-wise, that is, to really slow down the Mitchell attack offensively and then create some offense on our own end. And he's done a really good job when he's been in there. In fact, he had that really nice dribble drive to the basket where he caught it around the three-point line, took it all the way by himself, went up off glass, and got fouled. So Muirhead's doing a really good job of not playing timid with that toe, but just coming in and balling out. And he's been a huge spark offensively and defensively so far for the Knights. Like you said, 6 points. And without him on that offensive and defensive presence, it could be a bigger lead. Who knows?
So coming up next, we're going to find out what challenges the Huron Tigers present, and we're going to talk about the O'Gorman Lady Knights on Thursday night as Brett Byler sits down with Coach Ken Colesrud as the Inside O'Gorman segment continues on Real Presence Radio.
Construction is a general contractor of custom homes, remodeling, and commercial construction. Jardine Construction works in close cooperation with project owners and customers when developing a plan for a building or home. Jardine Construction has lots available in Sioux Falls, Hartford, and Humboldt. John can be reached at 605-231-0830 and Tom at 605-261-6174.
Community. It's at the heart of everything we do at First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. From supporting area athletics to funding academic scholarships, we continually seek new ways to improve and strengthen communities we serve. At the heart of these communities are people, our customers, and our employees. We work hard to ensure our customers are successful, and our communities thrive. It's the Premier Way. It's what community banking is all about. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. Locally grown, nationally known.
Coach, we play at Huron, a place we don't play at that often. A team that's about 500 right now. A makeup game from back in January. Obviously, they have one really good player, Haven Hines, a guard who can really shoot it. Besides Haven, what else do you know about this squad?
Yeah, they're very well coached. Coach Budenhagen's been around forever. Coached on the boys' side for a while as well. So they're going to be really good there. They play really hard. They defend really well. They're not big, but they're really, really scrappy. It all starts with Haven Hines, as you said, a really good player. Tenley Budenhagen, a very solid player, can shoot the three, can do some different things, put it on the floor. Shreve is a really good three-point shooter. I think a fairly solid supporting cast around them, but a group that wants to play fast. They shoot the three ball really well. They're going to compete. They're going to scrap really hard. They're really good in their gym. So it's going to be really important that we come out with energy and enthusiasm. We just try to win each possession at a time.
And offensively, talking to Coach Richter the other day and just watching your East game when they were playing that zone against us, I'm talking about emphasizing player movement and ball movement. Talk about that tonight against Huron where, when you don't have the ball, you can still be a threat by moving backdoor. We've seen your girls do that a lot recently.
Yeah, we're getting a lot better at it, Brett. A couple, 2-3 weeks ago, we just felt like an offense, we were standing around too much, and we actually kind of loosened things up a little bit. And I feel like we've been moving better every game. And, when you go on a road trip like this, travel for a couple hours, especially in those first 2-3 minutes, at times we've been lethargic. Just got to get ourselves moving. So that's going to be really important in this game. We can get some defensive stops, rebounds, get out in transition, try to get some easy baskets. But within the half-court offense, we got to move the ball. We got to move our person and attack that paint hard. When we attack the paint, however we do it, off a post pass, dribble penetration, or cutters, really good things happen for us, and that's when we hit our open three-point shots.
And that was Coach Kent Colder talk about the big game up in here. And then Thursday night's a doubleheader. Girls at 6, boys at 7:30. And again, we got a hard game. We got to finish this half. Another hard game on Thursday night, which you got Colby Bush, which he's just went over 1,000 points here about 2 weeks ago for the Huron Tigers. And Huron Tigers is sitting number 4, and they're hot. They're ready to play basketball.
They're going to be a tough team to play, especially at the Huron Arena. That's always a fun environment, and they play well at home. But yeah, like you said, that's going to be a real tough matchup for us defensively. It's not just Kobe Bush, even though he's their leading scorer and one of their dominant ball handlers, but they've also got some other guys that can kind of shoot the ball, drive to the basket. So it's going to be a tough one on Thursday.
And Brett's never been to our fair city in Huron. He's never been to the Huron Arena. So
God's country.
Oh, that is. It's close to God's country. So anyway, the Inside O'Gorman segment brought to you by Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools. Our 6 elementary schools, junior high, and high schools exemplify gospel values, strong student achievement, and community service. Each and every school dedicated to a mission of forming a community of faith and learning by promoting a Catholic way of life through gospel value and academic excellence. Stay with us. You're listening to the Knights of Columbus halftime show.
Is the road there inevitable? It's not. That's why O'Gorman education matters. It's where you'll grow in your faith, be challenged, celebrate, and become part of a community. These are the moments that will shape your life. This is where your path will unfold. What are you waiting for? You belong in blue.
Your family is depending on you to provide financial security for them. The Knights of Columbus can help you with insurance solutions such as disability income, long-term care, both term and whole life, annuities, retirement, and estate planning services. Join the Knights of Columbus today at kofc.org/join us for access to all these insurance services. Call Jeff Gillen at 605-759-7204. That's 605-759-7204.
Welcome back. We're getting ready to start the third quarter, and we'd like to thank Jeff Gillen for sponsoring the O'Gorman halftime show. Knights of Columbus, contact Jeff at 759-7204, Knights of Columbus Insurance. And we get ready to start the second half. 37-33, Mitchell Colonel's on top. Here's our play-by-play, Isaac Struck.
It's been a fun, interesting game so far in the first half. Hopefully it lives up to be the same in the second half. O'Gorman will have the possession here to start with it, and McCuska will inbound to Cartwright. So starters from both teams. A little bit of foul trouble offensively for the Knights here with McCoy having 2. But other than that, the Knights are pretty clean with this starting 5 foul trouble-wise. So So Cartwright will find Hardy in the corner right away to start things off, as that one's a little bit too strong off the mark. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll be Mitchell possession.
And that was my comment to Isaac. I think they got to come out shoot a little bit more.
So Jacobson will have it, absolutely. They got to get that inside help basketball moving again, but the perimeter shot will be something here to keep an eye on in the second half. Jacobson will go off the dribble, crosses over. He passes over now to Moeller. Moeller gets it inside to Hinker, who has a Coy on him. They kick it right back out to Moeller, whose three from the left wing is no good. Rebound, however, goes to Hinker, and Mitchell will have a fresh 35. Hinker dumps it down low to Jacobson, who goes up for the shot, and it's good. A nice pass inside from Hinker to Jacobson right underneath the block, who went up, didn't use any glass, and drained the jumper. So Cartwright gets it over to Makuska now, who fires it back to Cartwright. They'll work it around the perimeter now. Norton will go off the dribble. Step back jumper from the baseline is off the mark, no good. Rebound goes to Lloyd and Mitchell, and they'll push up the floor. It'll be Moeller in transition passing over to Jacobson. They'll slow things down now with Jacobson on the left wing. He'll pull it back out with Hardy and him on defense. They'll pass it over to Lloyd, who dribbles inside, and it's going to be a putback jam by Zane Alm.
Nice.
A tough shot by Lloyd was too strong, and Alm went right up with it and threw it back down with two hands. A real nice play there by Alm, and Mitchell's got an 8-point lead. Cartwright buries a jump shot right over Alm, and it's back to 6. If you're Mitchell, that's the exact kind of thing that you want to see, is the Alm crashing the glass and then an even better momentum opportunity as he hammers it back home.
And that board came down with the spring when he did it. I saw it.
They're going to call a jump ball now, and it'll end up being a Mitchell possession still, as now Moffitt gets ready to check in as well as Muirhead. So a quick 2 minutes there for Hardy and Makuska. And a 6-point lead here with 5:57 on the clock for Mitchell at 41-35. Mitchell will inbound from underneath. No 5-second call there. It was close as Hinker finally gets the inbound pass. Throws it right off of Muirhead back out of bounds. And Mitchell will now have 15 on the shot clock and the ball underneath their own basket.
Now that's something you don't want to give up, that drive right away. You get that for them to get the momentum here.
And Hinker knocks home a three and is fouled for the and one.
And that was in the three-point line by Okoye. That's his third, and he'll be going the line.
So the pass right inbounds to Hinker. Okoye challenged the shot, fouled him, and then the shot fell. Hinker now has 13 on the night. His free throw is up and good. So a 4-point play there from Caden Hinker. Okoye picks up his third foul. And if you want to talk about a momentum shift, Mitchell has come out and controlled it early here in the second half. Okoye will go off the dribble, and he's going to be fouled immediately by Alm. So Alm will pick up his second foul. That's the first so far for Mitchell of the half. And Okoye will now head to the line for 2 free throws. Nice dribble move there to drive right down inside, and he gets fouled.
Them two are going to, I think they're going to pick up the intensity between those three.
So Okoye's first free throw is on the way, and it is good. So Okoye buries the first of 2 here. Cuts the lead to 9, 5:41 left. Mitchell leads 45-36. Okoye dribbles it 3 times, sets and fires, and it rattles home. Okoye makes both, and it's down to 8. Norton all over Lloyd. A little bit of an offensive push-off. It looked like they're going to be nothing called. Now they're going to call Norton with a foul on the defensive end. Very displeased. Actually, they're going to give that foul to Cartwright.
What? Jack wasn't even near there, I thought. Wow.
Interesting there.
Thought he was about 6 feet away.
Jacobson with a nice cut inside for 2 off the inbound play, and Mitchell's got it back up to 10. Cartwright gets it to Norton. He'll go off the dribble inside, kick it over to Muirhead. Muirhead turns over his shoulder, fires it to Cartwright, who goes off the dribble back to Okoye now, and right back to Cartwright. Cartwright has a screen from Okoye. He'll hesitate and take a 3 instead. It rattles out, no good. Okoye nearly picked up his 4th foul as he tried to swat at that one. Mitchell has it now across half court. Norton playing great defense on Haloyd will force him to give it up to Jacobson. Jacobson will use a screen from Alm and pass over now to Hinker, who fires a three from the left corner, and it's good.
13-point lead for the Colonels, 50-37, 4:45 to go in the third quarter. That momentum has changed.
Mitchell coming out here swinging as Okoye with a real nice finish inside. It's going to be a timeout by Roby, a 30. So we'll keep it here. Mitchell has done everything they've needed to do so far offensively and defensively. And after it was only a 4-point lead at the end of the first half, they come out here and stretched it to as much as 13, and now it's down to 11 after a nice finish by Okoye. But like you said, momentum is definitely right now in the hands of Mitchell on the road.
Yeah, it's really, you can see it. They're playing darn good basketball. They can't do anything wrong.
They're playing good physically and mentally. They're kind of wearing out O'Gorman, playing just solid defense, causing everything to be about 6 or 7 passes to get an open shot. And finally, Okoye got one there. But offensively, you got to love the attack so far from Mitchell. They're getting to the basket, and then they're crashing the boards offensively and getting those second chance opportunities.
And, Mitchell has a record of 6-9, and, they've been winning a few games lately. So they're coming around just when they need to be.
And they've lost some really close basketball games to some good teams. So they're a little bit stronger than that 6-9 record shows. They're going to be a tough team here late in the season come SODAC 16 time. Jacobson finds himself under the basket and knocks one home, and Mitchell has a 13-point lead now. Cartwright will have it and pass over to Arbogast, who's in for the Knights. Hands it off to Moffitt. Step back, thought about it, doesn't take it, and gets it in to Muirhead now. Back over to Cartwright. He'll drive inside. A lot of contact as he's fouled. Cartwright will go up for 2. Norberg did not like that one.
Hinker.
Or Neuendorf, excuse me, Norberg.
That's his third.
So Cartwright will step up to the line here for 2. Bend to the knees, fire away, and it's good. Norton and Webben will check in here for the Knights.
Coy's going to come out with his 3 fouls.
12-point lead here for Mitchell. 4:03 left in the third quarter. Cartwright's second free throw is on the way. Bend to the knees, fire, and it is good. Knights will come out and put some pressure on Haloyd here. Norton, like he's been doing the whole game, harassing Haloyd as he brings it across the timeline. They'll pass it over to Hinker, who has it on the top of the key. Now over to Alm at the high post. Alm nearly had it tipped away by Muirhead, and now it'll be dribbling around up top. They're going to call a double dribble on Moeller. He dribbled with his left hand. It hit his knee. He kind of palmed it on the top of his knee for about a half a second and then dribbled again, and it's going to be a double dribble. So Arbogast will pass over to Muirhead now, who gets it inside to Webben, goes up for a shot. It's blocked. However, Norton and Webben battling for the offensive board. It's going to wind up in Norton's hand. He'll go off the dribble. Tough finish inside for 2. A real nice move by Zach Norton has cut the lead to 9. OG will come out with some pressure here. Exactly what they need to do to get right back into this one. Playing with some intensity, and they're going to call a foul on Cartwright.
And that was right in front of Roby Weidenbach, and they're just not saying a word. (52-43), 3:14 to go in the third. Colonel's up.
Haloyd gets it to Jacobson on the right wing. He'll pass a backdoor cut inside to Haloyd, and it's absolutely sent away by Muirhead. The Knights will push in transition. Webben out to Arbogast. He'll take a 3 from the wing. It's good.
Yes!
Arbogast knocks home a 3, and it's a 6-point lead now for Mitchell. Muirhead with an amazing defensive play. And they're going to call a foul up top. They're going to call a timeout up top before he lost possession. It's going to be a full timeout for Mitchell. So we'll take a break here with 2:48 left in the third quarter. Mitchell leads 52-46. You're listening to Knights basketball at O'Gorman High School on Real Presence Radio Network.
ValueVisor helps people and businesses discover, improve, and get the value from their businesses. With multi-certified valuation and mergers and acquisition advisors, they understand the complexities of valuations and negotiating in the mergers and acquisitions marketplace. For more information, you can contact Jameson Rounds, managing partner of ValueVisor, at 605-370-6931 or online at valuevisor.com. Real estate through Murphy Business, Dakota Lakes.
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School, where the Knights trail 52-46 to the Mitchell Colonels. Mitchell's come in on the road and controlled this one throughout the game. But OG just had a little 7-0 run to get right back into it, used a couple momentum swings, and Mitchell called a timeout to put an end to that. Muirhead sent one away defensively, and then it came down in transition, and Arbogast, who had recently checked in, knocked home a 3 from the left wing to cut the lead to 6. A lot of emotion right now for the Knights as they're trying to battle their way back into this one. Lloyd has it up top, Norton on him defensively, and they'll swing it around now to Jacobson. Jacobson up top to Deegan, who gets it over to Lloyd. They're going to call a hold now on Jonah Webben, who is guarding Hinker.
Yeah, he's using that football skill, being a defensive lineman, and like that.
They'll inbound it to Lloyd, who looks inside to Alm. It's thrown away. Reese tried to get a hand on it, just couldn't. And now a tough shot, and they're going to call a foul on Muirhead.
His third, Isaac.
So Muirhead will pick up his third foul. It's the 5th team foul so far for the Knights this half. That'll send Deegan to the line for 2. His free throw is well short, no good.
A good hustle by Reese, so, you can...
Reese has come in and provided a good spark for the Knights offensively and defensively so far, so Arbogast playing some good basketball, good minutes here in the third quarter. Second shot is around and in for Deegan. It almost rolled out and fell. That makes the lead 7 now for Mitchell. Arbogast will pass over to Cartwright, who gets it over to Webben now. Arbogast will come off of a screen, dribble inside. He's going to go up for 2, thought about it. He'll now kick over to Okoye, who dribbles inside. Tough finish, and it's good. So Arbogast dribble drives the baseline and then finds a cutting Okoye for 2, and the lead's down to 5. Lloyd passes over to Jacobson, who will go off the dribble now. Turns over to Deegan, thought about a 3. Arbogast has to recover, can't in time, and Deegan takes him off the dribble for 2. 7-point lead now for Mitchell. Arbogast passes over to Norton, gets it right back to Arbogast. He'll fire a quick 3, and it's good.
Reese Arbogast, second 3 of the night.
Arbogast buries his second 3, and it's a 4-point lead right now for Mitchell. They're going to call Norton with a hand check. It's going to be a very touchy call.
And he's been guarding him like that all night long, and they finally call foul on him right now. I didn't see him do anything different. Wow.
Renshaw will get ready to check in.
That's Zach's second foul.
Norton will head out as he gets a nice ovation from the O'Gorman.
And 16 fouls for the Knights here. That's the bad part.
Bench and parents, as they both thought that he was playing some phenomenal defense, as he has been this whole game. They're going to have an offensive foul now as Todd Neuendorf is letting the officials have it. So the officials having a rough night here with the coaches, as all of them have been displeased.
The O'Gorman ball. Nobody saw that. I saw what happened right in front of the bench, and none of the refs saw it.
Not sure what's going on here at O'Gorman High School, but things are getting interesting.
Getting heated in here, boys. Ladies and gentlemen.
The Knights will get it across half court. It's going to be Webben over to Arbogast, who has it on the wing. Arbogast looks inside. He'll go off the dribble, pass out to Cartwright over across court. He'll now dribble inside. It's going to be Cartwright with a tough finish for 2. So the Knights cut the lead to 2. momentum is in their hands. Renshaw guarding Lloyd as he passes half court. Jacobson has it, now Cartwright in defense. Jacobson will come off of the screen. He'll pass over to Hinker, who is guarded by Webben. Hinker's shot is no good. Rebound goes to Okoye. Arbogast will bring it across half court.
14 seconds different on the shot clock.
Arbogast will pull it out and pass over to Cartwright now. He gets a shot attempt for three. Arbogast's shot is a little too strong, no good. Rebound by Okoye. He goes up for it and one.
And a chance to take the lead here. He ties it up.
Okoye with the offensive rebound. He went up off glass for two and got fouled. What a nice play there by Okoye. A hustle rebound and went right back up with it for two. Momentum has shifted right back into the Knights' hands. That foul is going to go to Lloyd. It'll send Okoye to the line here for a +1. That free throw is up and good. So the Knights take their first lead since what seemed like 3-2, I believe. Or actually it was 2-0 O'Gorman.
And Okoye's out, McCuska's in. 31 seconds in the third. Knights up by 1.
Renshaw guarding Lloyd in the back court as Lloyd gets ready to dribble across. There's 25 seconds left here in the third quarter. Mitchell will hold for one final shot. It'll be Jacobson pulling it out to half court. He's got Cartwright in defense on him. Renshaw up in Lloyd's grill. They try to get it into Hinker, and they now do. Hinker gets it to Alm, who turns over, nearly shuffled his feet, and then Alm is going to throw it away out of bounds, so the Knights going to stop defensively and have 2.8 to get a final shot here at the buzzer.
Okay, Norton's coming in. Here's offense. He's coming in.
Norton comes in for McCuska. So we've got Renshaw, Cartwright, Arbogast, Norton, and Webben in offensively for the Knights. They call this play owl. They're going to get it to Arbogast, who gets it over to Renshaw. Has a chance at the buzzer. He fires it. It's going to be off the rim. He looked like he got fouled. They pick him up as he gets swarmed by the Knights bench. But just like that, after the end of the third quarter, the Knights lead by 1 for the first time since it was 2-0, 56-55. You're listening to Real Presence Radio Network.
At McGuire Iron, we protect and store quality water for people and communities across the country. We are family-owned and operated and have been building and maintaining America's water tower infrastructure for over 100 years. We pride ourselves on using faith principles in our business practices every day. This deep faith in the church is why we support the Bishop O'Gorman Catholic School System. From all of us at McGuire Iron and the Jones family, we wish all O'Gorman students and student-athletes good luck this year.
Did you know you can listen to the RPR network when you're on the go? Just search for Real Presence Radio in your app store. Listen live to any station across the network at any time, so you can stay connected to your local community from wherever you are. Plus, if you miss a program, the Real Presence Radio app is your one-stop shop for local and national podcasts, including our signature show, Real Presence Live. The Real Presence Radio app, with you every step of your faith journey.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls. Start of the fourth quarter, 56-55. What run did the Knights have in that third quarter, Isaac?
Knights finished that quarter on a 17-3 run to take a 1-point lead heading into the fourth. Arbogast will bring it across half court. He gets it to Okoye. Okoye will go off the dribble. He falls over and somehow gets it into Cartwright's hands, who now dribbles it out safely and gets it back inside to Okoye. He'll go off the dribble, turn over his left shoulder. Tough turnaround shot's going to be no good. Rebound goes to Hinker. Nice rebound defensively for Mitchell as they clear the possession now across half court. Lloyd's going to go off the dribble, pass over now into the corner and right back to him. Jacobson now has it on the left corner. He'll pass over and it's going to be right back to him, and a little bit of a hot potato action for Mitchell.
Look at Hinker and Okoye. Now they called it Okoye.
They're going to call Okoye for his fourth foul now of the game, as there is some wrestling back and forth. A decent student section from Mitchell tonight. I just kind of noticed them over there. It's not just basketball players. There's students from Mitchell that traveled to the game tonight.
They travel well.
So Hinker will head to the line here for a one-on-one opportunity. His free throw is up, around and in, and good. A little interesting is Hinker looks like he leans to his left on the free throw, and the shot almost missed to the left. Hinker's second free throw is on the way. Off to the left, no good.
I'm watching that too. I'm like, you've got a different look when he shoots.
A little bit of a lean. Arbogast will pass over to Muirhead. They're going to call a hold now on Alm. Alm's going to hold Makuska down low. That'll give the Knights the possession here with a fresh 35 underneath the basket. That's the fourth foul now on Zane Alm. Gets it into Muirhead, who turns over his shoulder for two. And Hayden Muirhead gives the Knights a 2-point lead.
So both big guys in foul trouble. One in each team.
Norton guarding Haloid will now use a screen from Hinker and gets it over to Hinker instead. Jacobson now has it on the left wing. 20 seconds on the shot clock. They get it up top to Alm, who tries to force a pass inside to Hinker. Nearly got it poked away. He goes up off glass for two over the right shoulder and gets it. It'll be 58-58 here with 6:35 left in the fourth quarter. Muirhead has it on the right wing. He'll pass over to Arbogast across court, who gets it now to Cartwright. Cartwright will use an Arbogast screen, finds Norton in the corner. That's for three. A little bit short, no good. Rebound goes to Hinker. A lot of contact underneath on the rebound. Nice job by Hinker to corral it.
58 all.
Jacobson has it on the left wing. He'll pass over now to Moeller, who gets it over to Haloid. Haloid looks inside, gets it into Alm, who goes up off glass for two. No good. Rebound by Cartwright. Nice job by Cartwright to crash the boards and corral that one. He gets it to Muirhead, who will dribble inside now.
He dropped his shoulder.
They're going to call a charge on Hayden Muirhead.
And that's his fourth.
So Muirhead will pick up his fourth, as Alm was either going to get credit for the charge or pick up his fifth and final foul. They decide his feet were set, and it'll be Muirhead's fourth foul now. So things are all knotted up at 58 with 5:50 left here in the fourth quarter. Haloid will try to get it into Jacobson, had it knocked out of bounds by Norton. Now checking in for Mitchell is Jonah Schmidt, who was in earlier, now checks in with 5:42 left in the fourth quarter. 58-58. Timeout here by Mitchell. Neuendorf will take a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here.
And Alm just checked out, so he's with four fouls. He's going to get a little bit of a breather here and save him.
What a high-intensity game it's been so far. Things are getting chippy back and forth. There's a lot of shouting and yelling, and it's going to be a fun finish here. This is exactly what Coach Roby and anyone will tell you about Mitchell, is that look out, because Mitchell, their record may be below 500, but they certainly don't play like it. They give everyone their best shot every single time they play. So the Knights use a 17-3 run to end the third quarter to take their first lead since real early in the opening minutes of the first quarter. Mitchell has pretty much controlled this game all the way up until the end of that third quarter pretty handedly. They've been battling inside and out offensively and defensively, and finally O'Gorman was able to chip away at the lead and then actually take the lead late in the third quarter. But now things are all tied up, and Mitchell will have possession here. 25 on the shot clock. Lloyd will bring it across half court. O'Gorman will come out in the zone here. A little bit of a 1-3-1 zone. They'll find Hinker in the corner for three, and he makes him pay. Hinker in the corner for three. He's got 23 on the night. Cartwright behind the back dribble will now pull it out up top. He'll get it to Norton. Norton dribbling around. Will use a Webbin screen to get inside. He'll get it out to Cartwright, who has it right back to Norton. He'll fire a three from the corner. That one's well off the mark. No good. Rebound by Webbin. He goes up and one.
And that's Hinker's fourth.
A nice play by Jonah Webbin, who went up with the pump fake. Looked like he was going to miss the shot until he got grabbed on the arm. It rolled around and in. So Webbin will get the opportunity to head to the line here to convert the three-point play. That'll be Hinker's fourth foul, Alm's fourth foul. Okoye's got four fouls, and they're all in here with 5:05 left. Just shows how important these possessions are here, as that free throw is no good by Webbin. Coaches trusting their players here. 3 guys on the floor with 4 fouls, just under 5 to play in the fourth.
Smart basketball. That's what they need to do. The big guys need to play smart here.
Alm has it on the high post, looks inside to Hinker. Hinker's going to go up for a tough shot over Webben, and he's got it. So Hinker's now got 25 on the night to lead all scorers to increase the Mitchell lead to 3. Norton went off the dribble, had it stripped out of his hands off his knee, out of bounds. Norton all over Haloyd. As Haloyd's pushing off of Norton, they're going to call nothing. Norton's got to be careful here not to get the foul. And they're going to call Norton with his 3rd foul.
And that's going to be double bonus here.
Man, oh man, is this getting interesting here.
Oh.
Haloyd's free throw is good. Norton's been playing some harassing defense all night, and they're just starting to get calling him for fouls here. He's visibly upset, as is the O'Gorman bench, as they thought he couldn't have played any better defense than he just did.
10-4
so
run
Haloyd's
for
second
Mitchell.
free throw went in, and they have a 5-point lead. Okoye will nice move around Alm, as Alm tried no effort there to block the shot because he didn't want to pick up that 5th foul. Okoye makes him pay for it. Norton playing great defense on Haloyd. Nearly forced a 10-second call in the backcourt. Now Alm has it on the high post. They get it to Hinker. Webben's on Hinker. He'll use an Alm screen. Alm will take an elbow jumper that rattles home. So Mitchell playing really well here in the fourth quarter. They have a 5-point lead. They'll use an Okoye screen. Arbogast back out to Okoye, who gets it over to Norton in the corner for 3. It's good. Norton knocks home a 3 from the corner, and it's 67-65. Mitchell leads by 2. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. So players will stay up, will stay here. And with 3:44 left in the fourth quarter, Mitchell leads by 2.
And Mitchell had a little bit of run there. They kind of squashed that run there. So
it has been interesting, to say the least, how things have gone. It seems like there's really just been no rhythm here in the second half, as there's been whistle after whistle, look after look, talk after talk. It's just been back and forth, a pretty crazy environment so far.
And Mitchell, we got 9 fouls, so it'll be double bonus. They got 6 for 1-1, so all the fouls will be the free throw line the rest of the game here. But all 3 big boys have 4 fouls.
So Norton will be guarding Haloyd, and Cartwright on Jacobson here, as Mitchell will inbound. They'll switch, and now Norton will get right back to Haloyd, where he's been all over him all night. Norton playing good defense here. Haloyd trying to shake him, can't do so. They'll pass it in to Jacobson now. Jacobson gets it over to Moeller, back over to Haloyd. He'll go dribble over to his right. And they're going to call an an illegal screen on the offensive end. They're going to give Moeller the foul as he tried to free up Alm. That'll be Moeller's first foul, the 7th team foul now, so bonus for both teams the rest of the way. Arbogast will get it to Cartwright, who looks inside to Okoye. Will now get it over to Webben. They'll get it to Norton, who gets it right back inside to Okoye. Okoye will now go around. Tough finish by Okoye is no good. He grabs his own rebound, however. He goes up for 2. He's fouled by Alm. That'll be Alm's 5th personal. And Zane Alm will take a seat now after he picks up his final foul of this one.
And Okoye knew that. He played smart offense there.
Okoye went right at him as he grabbed his own offensive rebound, and then without going to the basket, went right into Alm to draw the contact. Alm will now take a seat.
He's got 10 points of the night.
As Jonah Schmidt will check in, the Knights student section gives him a nice wave goodbye. As Okoye will step up to the line for 2. A solid game tonight, to say the least, from Alm, as Okoye's free throw is good. Played really well offensively and defensively. Gave the Knights fits all night, but now with 3:08 left in the fourth quarter, his night comes to an end. Okoye makes both free throws, and we're tied up at 67. Norton guarding Haloyd. harassing him in the backcourt. A little bit of a mental game right now between those two.
Definitely,
Norton cracking a smile at him as he now gets a steal. Norton will go up for two. It's a little bit too short, no good. Rebound by Arbogast, however. As Arbogast is in a panic looking around, gets it to Cartwright, and the Knights will have 25 seconds on the shot clock here. Cartwright gets it into Okoye. Okoye with Schmidt on him will now dribble inside. Another finish with the left hand. That one's a little bit too short, no good. Rebound will go to Mitchell.
That's two baskets. Should have had one of those too, Isaac.
Norton guarding Haloyd. He'll go with a floater, no good. Rebound goes to Muirhead. They're going to call Schmidt with the foul. Underneath, it'll be a loose ball foul, so that'll send Webben to the line here with a one-on-one opportunity. 2:20 left in the fourth quarter. All things are knotted up at 67. Both teams have 9 fouls. There's 3 timeouts left for both teams. Okoye's got 20 on the night. Hinker has 25 for Mitchell. This has been exciting, and it's going to be an exciting last 2:20
I hope
here.
nobody goes away. If you're driving down the road, if you're going home, get it on your YouTube, and you can watch the game. It's tied up, 2:20 to go in regulation.
Webben's 1-and-1 opportunity. The free throw is no good. The rebound goes to Hinker. Norton guarding Haloyd again in the backcourt. Haloyd breaks it, and we'll get it over to Hinker, who fires a tough three over Webben, and it goes. So Caden Hinker with a really tough shot over Jonah Webben.
28 on the night.
Gives him 28. Now Arbogast will get it to Webben. Webben will hand off to Cartwright. Thought about a three. He'll now dribble inside. Get it to Okoye. Okoye's got Schmidt on him. He'll dribble around to the left side. They're going to call Schmidt with a foul on the defensive end. Neuendorf is irate.
And look at him. He's
coming out to half court,
He's halfway on the
screaming
court.
at the officials now. And they're going to call a timeout.
Wow.
So Neuendorf was screaming for a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. And now he's going to give an earful to the official. So with 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter, Mitchell leads 70-67. We'll have 2 free throws here for Okoye.
But I like it how they're taking the Okoye on Schmidt, though, because Hinker's not on him. So it's like Okoye can take him, and that's what they're going to do.
They're going to try to exploit the defensive matchup, the disadvantage right now as Okoye's got 20 on the night. Cartwright's got 11, and Norton has 12. It's been pretty balanced offensively, other than Okoye having 20. And then for Mitchell, Hinker has 28 points, 2 shy of a 30-piece. As he's played exceptionally well. So if you're just joining us or you heard it was a close game, Mitchell controlled this one for the entirety of the first half. O'Gorman used a 17-3 run to take a 1-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. They now trail by 3. Zane Alm, who played a real complete game offensively and defensively, picked up his 5th foul with about 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And now Okoye, who just missed his first of 2 free throws, has his second attempt on the line here. Okoye's second attempt is good, and it's now a 2-point lead for Mitchell.
He's 8 for 10 from the line.
Norton guarding Haloyd in the backcourt. Haloyd will dribble across. Crossover dribble gets it to Hinker. Hinker over now to Schmidt. Schmidt looking inside to Jacobson. Cartwright playing good defense on Jacobson. Now Moeller will dribble over and hand off to Haloyd. 15 on the shot clock. They get it over to Moeller. Moeller looks to Hinker. Hinker's going to go off the dribble baseline, go up for 2 and 1. Hinker now has 30 on the night for Mitchell.
That'll be Webben's third.
That'll be Webben's third foul, as Hinker heads to the line for the N1. His shot is good, and Hinker's got 31 on the night as Mitchell now leads by 5.
And Webben's coming out, and Muirhead, number 33, the 6'6 junior's back in.
So Okoye will get ready to inbound it here to Arbogast, who will pass over to Cartwright. Cartwright will dribble drive inside, finish off glass for 2. A nice move by Jack Cartwright, cuts it to 3. Timeout by O'Gorman. Roby will take a full timeout. So with 1 minute and 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, the Knights trail by 3 to the Mitchell Colonels, 73-70. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Real Presence Radio Network.
Real Presence Radio is now on Amazon devices. To listen to your station, just ask Alexa to enable the Real Presence Radio skill and use a phrase like,
Alexa, tell Real Presence Radio to play Sioux Falls.
Or,
Alexa, ask Real Presence Radio to play FM 94.5.
You can also visit the Alexa Skills Marketplace and search for Real Presence Radio to enable it. Listen to RPR anytime, anywhere, now on your Amazon devices.
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School, where the Knights trail by 3 with 1 minute and 12 seconds left here. 73-70 in a high-scoring affair at O'Gorman High School, where the Mitchell Colonels have controlled this one for the entirety of the first half. The Knights came back late in the third quarter to take a 1-point lead, and now Mitchell leads by 3. The story of the night so far is Caden Hinker has 31 points for Mitchell. He leads all scorers, and Okoye only 10 points behind him with 21 to lead the Knights. So Mitchell will be inbounding here underneath the Knights basket. They'll go the full length of the floor here. Fresh 35, 1 minute 12 left in the fourth quarter. The Knights will be in full court pressure. Norton guarding Haloyd in the back court. Okoye nearly stole the pass from Haloyd as it was intended for Schmidt. It was knocked out of bounds off of Okoye's hand. Mitchell will have it on the side.
Cartwright, Norton,
the ball.
Cartwright, Norton, Okoye, Arbogast, Webben in for the Knights.
Jacobson will get it into Haloyd, who has it at the half-court line now. 24 on the shot clock, passes it to Schmidt. They're going to call Okoye with his 5th foul. So Okoye gambled on the opportunity to poke it away. He tried to reach around, but he got a little too much body contact. That'll be Okoye's 5th personal.
And Schmidt's going to go to the line, and Coach Neuenberger just went over and grabbed him and give his 2 cents about he can do it.
So Okoye heads out of this one. He'll finish with 21 for the Knights as he picks up his 5th foul and gets a nice ovation from the O'Gorman crowd as that free throw was good by Schmidt. So the 6'3" sophomore knocks down his first of 2, and Mitchell's crowd erupts. His second free throw attempt is on the way. It is good. Timeout by Coach Neuendorf and the Colonels as they lead by 5.
And it's a full timeout.
It'll be a full timeout. So with 58.3 on the clock here, the Mitchell Colonels lead 75-70 in the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Real Presence Radio Network.
Real Presence Radio is now on Google Assistant devices, including Google Home, phones, tablets, and smart displays. To start this action, say something like, "Okay, Google, talk to Real Presence Radio." It will then ask what station you want to play, to which you can respond, "Play Sioux Falls," or "Play AM 970," or "Play WWEN. From there, you can use words like play, pause, and stop. Listen to RPR anytime, anywhere, now on Google Assistant devices.
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School, where the Knights trail by 5. They'll have the ball here underneath the Mitchell basket. They'll go the whole length of the court with 58.3 on the clock. Mitchell has been playing an outstanding game offensively and defensively in this high-scoring affair up in the 70s. It's weird to say that someone is playing great defensively when there's 70 points given up, but these points have been all tough, earned buckets for both teams so far. Cartwright fires a 3 from the wing. It's too strong, no good. Rebound goes to Jacobson. They're going to call Cartwright with a foul attempt as he tried to wrap up Jacobson. So Jacobson will head to the line here for the double bonus.
That's Matt's 3rd. Okay,
Jack's 3rd. Matt plays for Augie.
Jeez. I've been doing this too long. Anyway, 1 timeout left for the Colonels, 2 for the Knights. 50 seconds to go in regulation.
Jacobson steps up to the line. He dribbles it 3 times. Bend to the knees. His free throw is up and good. Jacobson increases the lead to 6. He's got a chance to make it a 3-possession ball game here with this free throw. His second free throw is good. 7-point lead here for Mitchell. Arbogast will bring it across half court. He'll go dribble drive inside. Tough move by Arbogast is no good. Rebound goes to Schmidt. It's stolen away by Norton for 2. Timeout O'Gorman. So a real nice play defensively by Norton as Schmidt grabbed the rebound, tried to get a quick outlet, and they're going to call a timeout here. It's going to be a full timeout. So at 39.6 seconds left in the fourth quarter, Mitchell leads 77-72. Don't go anywhere for more Knights basketball.
For 32 years, the Catholic Community Foundation for Eastern South Dakota has been helping donors express their gratitude to God for His many blessings by supporting ministries that they designate. Hi, this is Mark Henzemius. Learn more about how you can leave a legacy of faith by calling 605-988-3788 or visit ccfesd.org. The Catholic Community Foundation, helping people grow deeper in love with Christ by sharing their gifts in gratitude to God.
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School. The Knights trail by 5 here, 77-72. Mitchell will be inbounding underneath the Knights basket, 39.6 on the clock. That's all that remains here in the fourth quarter.
Each team one timeout left, both teams.
What seemed like Mitchell had just about sealed it there as O'Gorman missed the opportunity on the offensive end. Mitchell grabbed the rebound and then tried to throw a pass across the baseline. Norton went right in there, took it out of their hands, and went up for 2. So Norton with a real heads-up play defensively, knowing that they needed that steal immediately, gives the Knights some life here, down by 5. They'll try to inbound the basketball. Having a tough time getting it in, they'll call their last timeout.
Whoa, good defense by the Knights.
It'll be a full timeout for Mitchell.
And now
so we'll keep it here for this timeout, but Coach Neuendorf was just talking to the official asking if they can run the baseline, so we'll keep an eye on that here. As the last game that happened,
that's what I'm getting at.
We got called for a delay of game technical where McCoy reached across the half-court line and made contact with the player as they threw a pass to their own player from out of bounds. So we'll see if Mitchell tries to do something sneaky here to get 2 shots in the ball back.
Yeah. And I look for them, to do something because they're going to come out in good defense. But we're down by 5. No time went off there, so it's all the students, both sections are on their feet. Nobody's left this place. Good crowd here tonight for a Tuesday.
Absolutely, a good crowd for the Knights and a good crowd for Mitchell as they traveled well, brought a student section of their own. So the timeout is now over.
And, of course, who's guarding the inbound? Muirhead. He's got the big arms.
Muirhead's got to make sure that he doesn't reach across the line here.
Step across.
Mitchell will get ready to inbound. Hinker will set a screen for Jacobson to free him up. Jacobson has it. He passes over to Lloyd, who now has it. Near had it stolen away. They're going to call a foul on Webben, so that'll send Lloyd to the line for 2. I didn't think there was much contact there. It looked like the Knights were maybe trying to force at least a 10-second call or something, or cause one more pass, but just a little bit of an arm there by Webben will now send Lloyd to the line. So Ben Lloyd, the 6-foot junior, steps up and knocks home the first of 2 free throws. Arbogast and Hardy will check in for the Knights. They come in for Webben and Makuska, I believe, was in.
Mitchell's got to be, 80% from the line tonight?
I would say so.
Pretty close to that. Oh, there he jinxed
Second free throw is no good. We got to keep doing that.
I got to keep talking about that.
Arbogast will bring it across the half-court line. Pass over to Cartwright. Cartwright fires it over to Hardy. He takes a 3 from the wing. Short, no good. Rebound bounces around. It's going to go off of Mitchell, out of bounds. So Jacobson dove to the floor with it. His arm was on the out-of-bounds line. And it'll be Knights possession. They have it under their own hoop. 22.4 left. They trail by 6, 78-72. Moffitt will get ready to check in for the Knights. He'll come in for Muirhead. So 5 shooters on the floor right now for the Knights with Arbogast, Moffitt, Norton, Cartwright, and Hardy. Hardy will inbound. They'll set a triple screen over for Arbogast, come out of it and pass to Norton instead. Norton, step back, tough 3 is no good. Rebound, however, by Moffitt. He'll step back, take a 3 of his own from the corner. Short, no good. Rebound by Norton, who goes up off glass for 2. 11.1 left, and it's a 4-point lead for Mitchell. Clock not in the favor of the Knights right now. It'll be a full timeout, but we'll keep it right here with 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And that's the last timeout for Coach Roby. So if they come out with a defense here like that, Mitchell's going to be in trouble.
Absolutely, but that right there is a tough possession because with no timeouts remaining now, this one makes it really tough for the Knights to come back because if they do make a shot, the clock will continue to run and Mitchell won't even have to inbound the basketball. So if we foul them quickly and they miss and we score, there needs to be over 5 seconds on the clock when we score it in order to even have a shot at the opportunity, because we trail by more than a one-possession game unless if we get fouled on a three-pointer and make it. But that's tough there. I know that the Knights will take any basket that they can get there, but it really would have been nice to either score earlier in the clock for 2 or when it gets that late, get the 3. But Norton did what he could and went up for 2. So Mitchell will bring in their free throw shooters.
It's going to be pretty
Larson
tough for the
in
Knights.
for Mitchell. O'Gorman can, however, steal this inbound pass and get a quick bucket. So we'll see what happens here with 11.1 on the clock. Mitchell will inbound it to Hinker, and he's fouled immediately by Norton. Norton picks up his 4th foul, well past the double bonus here, as Hinker will head to the line for a chance to get not even 31, but not 32 either, but a chance at 33 points on the night.
I wonder if that's his high for the year. It's got to be. I'm looking over at our producer to see if he can. He doesn't know.
Hinker knocks home the first of 2, and it's a 5-point lead. Larson checks out. Schmidt in. Mitchell will leave the free throw area as Hinker's second free throw is on its way. It is good. So Hinker has 33 on the night. Arbogast will bring it across half court. They need to shoot as fast as they can here. Arbogast will hand off to Cartwright, pass to Hardy. No time on the clock, 3 seconds. Arbogast will fire a 3, off the mark, no good. And Mitchell will come in and escape with a 80-74 victory here at O'Gorman High School. So Mitchell comes in, controls this one throughout, and wins by 6. So stay tuned here at the end of the fourth quarter where we'll have our Dr. Mark Hagen with Hagen Chiropractic Clinic Knights Locker Room Show. You're listening to Real Presence Radio, KGWD 94.5 FM Sioux Falls and KSTJ 91.3 FM Hartford. Also online at yourcatholicradiostation.com. Stay tuned for the postgame show after the break.
Your family is depending on you to provide financial security for them. The Knights of Columbus can help you with insurance solutions such as disability income, long-term care, both term and whole life, annuities, retirement, and estate planning services. Join the Knights of Columbus today at kofc.org/join us for access to all these insurance services. Call Jeff Gillen at 605-759-7204. That's 605-759-7204.
Real Presence Radio will be broadcasting an estimated 42 Sioux Falls O'Gorman girls and boys basketball games in the 2019-2020 season. Tune in to the RPR network on 94.5 FM Sioux Falls, online at yourcatholicradiostation.com, on our free mobile app, and on YouTube at Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. If your business would like to sponsor our O'Gorman basketball broadcast and have your business's message heard across each of these platforms, contact me, Brett Byler, at 605-670-8333.
Hi, John Fritsch, Fritsch Benefits. The people we work with have 2 goals. Number 1, they don't want to run out of money. Number 2, whatever is left, they want it to go to the people they love. Could be issues like Social Security claiming, Medicare choices, even asset allocations for your 401k, or you may want to treat your church like one of your children. If you want to talk about any financial issues, you can call me, John Fritsch, 334-8086.
Investment advice offered through IMS Wealth Management, an SEC registered advisor.
Do you have daily pain and discomfort that includes headaches, neck and back pain, and arm and leg numbness? Dr. Mark Hagen with Hagen Chiropractic Clinic provides gentle adjusting, x-ray evaluation, rehabilitation, and massage therapy to treat these symptoms. Hagen Chiropractic Clinic is located on 14th and Cliff, 6 blocks north of Avera Hospital.
Hi, this is Dr. Mark Hagen with Hagen Chiropractic Clinic. Don't say ouch, call me at 361-OUCH.
From the Real Presence Radio Network, welcome to the O'Gorman Knights Locker Room Show, brought to you by Dr. Mark Hagen with Hagen Chiropractic Clinic. Now, back to the gym.
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School, where the Knights fell to the Mitchell Colonels 80-74. Mitchell came in on the road, a team that had won six games and lost 9, but had been hot recently and won 5. Was it 5 of their last 7 or 6 of their last 8? 6 of their last 8. So Mitchell has been hot, and they stay hot tonight as they turn up the heat on the offensive end and got about any bucket that they could get. And then on the defensive end, they still gave up 74 points, but they made OG earn each and every basket. And when it came down to crunch time, they played great defense. Caden Hinkert was the story of the night as he had 33 points for Mitchell. He is the 6'6" sophomore. So the sophomore tonight for Mitchell leads all scorers with 33 of their 80. And he was just a force to stop. And the Knights they couldn't throw anything at him that could slow him down enough to keep him out of the scorebook. And it was ultimately just a little too much for the Knights.
And he had 24 Saturday night when they beat Harrisburg. So I mean, he's been a scoring machine for the Colonels for the last 2 games in a row here. So
yeah, it was a battle indeed, and that's one of those games where you just got a sour taste in your mouth after this one. I'm sure Coach Roby is giving those guys a talking that you can't undervalue anybody in this in South Dakota basketball. You think that you got a 15 seed if the tournament would have started today walking into the gym. You would think that they would either not be very athletic, couldn't shoot the ball that well. You'd think, they're the 4th to last team in the state. No, in high school basketball, on any given night, any given team can win. And that's exactly what Mitchell did tonight. They came in here, proved that they were much better than their record showed early on, and took it to O'Gorman on their home floor. They're going to be a dangerous team come Sodak 16 time, and even if they win that game in the state tournament, they'd be a tough team to play against.
And they'll probably get 50 points for that win, correct? So they'll probably move to 15th or up to
13th, 14th,
or 12th or somewhere. They'll move. I don't know. I haven't seen the points yet, but that's a good move for Mitchell. They'll
almost
move up.
A little bit interesting that if O'Gorman then slides down, they would play a team rather than Mitchell. Possibly. Well, we'll see how seeding works out, but if O'Gorman avoids Mitchell, that'd be news to anybody's ears.
But we got 3 tough games coming up here, so we're going to take another break, and we'll come back. We'll continue on the Knights Locker Room Show. You're listening to Knights Basketball on Real Presence Radio.
Sioux Equipment Company can fix, sell, and repair gas pumps, tanks, and air compressors. They offer sales and services for lifts, signs, decals, and tank truck equipment in Sioux Falls and the surrounding areas. Sioux Equipment Company is located at 1310 East 39th Street in Sioux Falls, just off of East Benson Road. They can be reached by calling 605-334-1653. Again, that number is 605-334-1653.
Did you know you can listen to the RPR network when you're on the go? Just search for Real Presence Radio in your app store. Listen live to any station across the network at any time, so you can stay connected to your local community from wherever you are. Plus, if you miss a program, the Real Presence Radio app is your one-stop shop for local and national podcasts, including our signature show, Real Presence Live. The Real Presence Radio app, with you every step of your faith journey.
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School. The Knights fell tonight by 6 to the Mitchell Colonels, 80-74 in a high-scoring affair at home. Mitchell came in and played really tough offensively and defensively, and ultimately it was just a little too much for the Knights in the end there, as they had it 1-point lead heading into the fourth quarter, had it down to a one-possession game late in the fourth, and then Mitchell ultimately prevailed later on in this one.
Okay, it's time for the Knights Pizza Ranch Player of the Game. Who do you think?
We're going to give this one to Zach Norton tonight. Not only did he have 16 points offensively, but he played a really solid game defensively. He was all over, active. He was making plays, hustle plays. It was fun to watch, and he was playing almost to inspire his teammates. Things weren't going their way early, but things were getting chippy back and forth, and there was a couple guys that had their heads up and said, hey, we're not out of this yet. And Zach was one of those guys. He played really physical the whole game, wasn't taking anything from anybody. I mean, it was an all-around great performance by him, so that will be our Pizza Ranch Player of the Game.
The Knights Pizza Ranch Player of the Game is brought to you by Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street here in Sioux Falls. Pizza Ranch is a proud sponsor of Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools and Real Presence Radio Network. We're going to take our final break. We'll come back. We'll get you updated on different games across South Dakota and the final wrap-up here. You're listening to Real Presence Radio.
Searching for more great Catholic content? Visit our website at yourcatholicradiostation.com. Find Catholic news you can trust, information about events coming up in your local area, and the latest on what's happening at the RPR network. And don't forget that you can listen to any of our stations around the clock from anywhere in the world. Need prayers for someone or something in your life? You can submit those through our online form for the entire family to pray for. Real Presence Radio, online at yourcatholicradiostation.com.
Do you have daily pain and discomfort that includes headaches, neck and back pain, and arm and leg numbness? Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic provides gentle adjusting, x-ray evaluation, rehabilitation, and massage therapy to treat these symptoms. Hagan Chiropractic Clinic is located on 14th and Cliff, 6 blocks north of Avera Hospital.
Hi, this is Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic. Don't say ouch, call me at 361-OUCH.
Welcome back here, Gorman Knights. Now we're joined by Coach Derek Roby here tonight. Tough loss, but I tell you what, that was probably one of the hardest fought games of the year that I've seen that come out. It was very intense the whole way through.
It was. Both teams played hard, I thought. Wasn't a very clean basketball game. I was really frustrated with the way it was being called, and I don't mean that sour grapes, but just on both ends, just frustrating to me. No team really got into a flow. At least we didn't. You have to credit Mitchell for that. Mitchell came out ready to play, and I knew we were going to have our work cut out for us. Mitchell's obviously a good team, probably the team that's underachieved all year, and now they're on a little roll. I mean, they're good enough to win the state tournament like everybody. So hopefully we'll live and learn.
That's exactly what I was talking about. A game where you had a lot of adversity, but your guys kind of responded. They were down early, and Mitchell controlled it for pretty much the majority of the game until late in the third quarter. You guys actually went on a 17-3 run to take the lead. What does it mean to have some guys that you can kind of have step up? Reese stepped up with a couple of good shots. What does it mean, and what can you take from this game heading into that final home stretch of the season where you got guys stepping up in key scenarios?
Well, you certainly take those type of plays. I mean, like you said, Isaac, Reese came in and gave us a huge spark. When we took the lead, I think they tied it. I don't quote me on the score, but it was like 57 all, maybe 60. Mm-hmm. And right then we get a steal. Norton misses the layup, and it's contested. I don't mean that to be again point fingers, but right then we had an opportunity to kind of expand on the momentum, if you will. We didn't take advantage of it, and then we came down and came up short again with a free throw, I believe. So that was kind of the game right then. I told the coaches on the bench, I said, well, there was our chance right there, because I think Hinker came down and hit a big three after that, and it is what it is. We gave it our best shot, but just frustrating. I really felt for our guys just because we couldn't get into rhythm.
Yep, absolutely. And now heading into a game like Huron this Thursday, what do you guys got to do to kind of bounce back from a night like tonight, offensively and defensively, against a really good Huron team?
It is going to be a very good Huron team, and it's at their own gym. We just have to try to stay positive. We know we're going into, a facility that our guys have never really played in. So it's going to be a lot like Aberdeen going up there, bottom line, we just have to play better. When you give up 80 points, you're not going to win a whole lot of games, and that's on us. So with that being said, hopefully we get better. I know our schedule is not nice to us down the stretch here. We could lose them all if we're not careful. If we play defense like we did tonight, we will lose them all. We just have to play better, handle adversity better, and I wouldn't point any finger further than myself. I mean, I was the one that got the technical at the beginning of the first half, just because I was frustrated with the foul count. I was frustrated with the lack of things being called and the lack of rhythm. But again, make no excuse, Mitchell outplayed us.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Good luck on Thursday night. So,
all right, thank you much.
It was Coach Derek Roby here tonight as we going to get ready to wrap it up here. We're going to take one more break. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up. The Knights take one on the chin, 80-74 to the Mitchell Colonels. Stay with us. We'll be right back on the Dr. Mark Hagan Locker Room Show.
Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street in Sioux Falls has something for everyone. They offer a buffet featuring pizza and chicken. Pizza Ranch has daily specials as well as 5 party rooms and a dining area. You can also order online and they'll bring the experience to you. Pizza Ranch is located across from O'Gorman High School on 41st Street and can be contacted by calling 271-8646. Pizza Ranch is a strong supporter of O'Gorman Knights athletics and activities.
Value Visor helps people and businesses discover, improve, and get the value from their businesses. With multi-certified valuation and mergers and acquisition advisors, they understand the complexities of valuations and negotiating in the mergers and acquisitions marketplace. For more information, you can contact Jameson Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor, at 605-370-6931 or online at valuevisor.com. Real estate through Murphy Business, Dakota Lakes.
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School, where the Knights fell tonight by 6 to the Mitchell Colonels at home. Now they head to Huron on Thursday for a tough contest up in Huron. So now our producer extraordinaire, our Mr. Utility Man, LeBron James himself, Brett Byler, will give us some scoreboard updates from around the state.
Laker extraordinaire.
I'll take Kobe over LeBron. But anyway, so we had a lot of good games tonight, fellas. Aberdeen Central boys defeated Watertown 66-53. That was up in Aberdeen. That was a little closer, I think, than the final score indicated. Huron's boys are up on Brookings going into the fourth quarter, 54-39. So it looks like Huron will probably get their 12th win, so they'll be 12-4 going into against us, who's 12-5. Brandon Valley Harrisburg boys, I don't got a score on that one. That's in Harrisburg tonight. This is a close one. The Marshall, Minnesota boys improved to 21-1 with a 51-50 win at Sioux Falls Roosevelt. So defeating the Rough Riders, who now fall to 11-6, one game behind O'Gorman record-wise. AA girls, Huron beat Brookings 57-48, so the Tigers are 8-8 on the season. Brookings 1-17. Sioux Falls Lincoln girls defeated Harrisburg 63-57 at Lincoln. Harrisburg, I guess, made a little bit of a comeback at the end, but big win for Coach Matt Daly and his girls. No score on Watertown Washington girls. Yankton's girls won again over Sioux Falls Christian, 53-32. The Yankton Gazelles are 11-5 on the season, playing really well for Coach Trey Creer. And no score report on the Stevens Spearfish girls game, and that one just got started a few minutes ago. Sub-varsity O'Gorman swept the sub-varsity. JV won, they're 14-2. Freshman A's won by 20, 74-54. They're 14-1 with Coach Cole. The freshman B's won at the buzzer pretty much, 57-56. And the sophomores with Coach Keppen won 70-46.
The scoreboard update brought to you by Jameson Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor. Value Visor helps people and businesses discover, improve, and get value from their businesses. Jameson can be reached at 605-370-6931 or online at valuevisor.com. Real estate through Murphy Business, Dakota Lakes. And our next broadcast, like we said, will be Thursday night in Huron. We'll make up that game from back in January. From the girls' game will start at 6. We'll be on the air about 5:35, 5:40, and the boys' game to follow at 7:30. So, final thoughts, Brett?
Well, it was definitely an entertaining game. It was a physical game. Like Coach Roby said, with so many whistles, sometimes it's hard to get the rhythm. consistent rhythm when the ball's always stopping. But I thought Mitchell offensively just executed really well. I think part of it was poor defense, but other part of it was just really good execution. A lot of back cuts, a lot of open layups for the most part. And then when it was tied at the end of the game, Caden Hinker made a 3-point play and made a 3-pointer in back-to-back possessions. And you get that 6-point lead with a couple minutes left, and that's all she wrote. But saw some good things. A nice comeback in the third quarter, that 17-3 run. It's just too bad that momentum didn't carry over more into the fourth quarter. But you got a day to kind of go back at it and practice and take on a really good Huron team Thursday night. But Coach Roby did say tough schedule, the final 3 games at Huron. Then they have Lincoln boys in Lincoln, and then here against Washington, who's playing a lot better Washington now than they were back in January. So be interested to see what the boys look like when they come out against Huron on Thursday night.
Isaac.
Kind of like to piggyback off of what Brett said, but this was a fun game. It was a great atmosphere. Mitchell traveled well. O'Gorman brought some good fans. And it's always fun when you have games like this, especially on your home floor. But these are games where you get battle tested, and a team that is usually or that's down in the rankings right now, that they always will bring a little bit of a tough I guess, game, if you will, to put it simply. But it's always tough to play a team that has a little chip on their shoulder, didn't get off to the hot start that they wanted to in the season, but now they're on a roll. And like Roby said, I mean, they're as good as anybody out here. They played well, all-around team basketball, a really young squad, so they're going to be good for a couple more years. It was a fun game today, and now OG's got their work cut out for them for these next 3 games where, like everyone has been saying, they've got a tough schedule here. So it's going to be really interesting to see how these guys respond, especially after a year where they're coming off of second place at the state tournament in a tough championship game. It's going to be interesting to see how they respond if they can get back to that title game again this year.
And we talked about the intensity. I love the intensity that the Knights played. But again, Gordon Roby, they kind of let up a little bit on the intensity a little bit. And so that's what I like the way they played inside. And, and we talked about in pregame, Ocoee needed to play smart basketball. That 5th foul was not the smartest thing to go after in there. But again, so that was the Knights Locker Room Show. We'd like to thank Dr. Mark Hagan for sponsoring the Knights Locker Room Show. So for Brett Byler, Isaac Struck, I'm Dan Johnson. We'll see you Thursday night from here for the Gorman Knights ladies doubleheader at 6 from the air again about 5:30, 5:35. Join us from here in South Dakota. Brett's time in the first time in the fair city of Huron. Of course, Isaac and I are pretty familiar with the Huron Arena, and so join us then. So for Real Presence Radio, good night. God bless.
From the Real Presence Radio Network, O'Gorman Knights Basketball has been brought to you in part by
Catholic Family Services, Catholic Community Foundation for Eastern South Dakota, Jardine Construction, Hagen Chiropractic Clinic, Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools, Fritch Benefits Registered Investment Advisor Representative, McGuire Iron, Knights of Columbus Insurance Field Agent Jeff Gillen, Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street, First Premier Bank Card, Sioux Equipment Company, Ide Bailey, Ferendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness, Jameson Rounds Managing Partner of Value Visor.
The preceding O'Gorman Knights activity has been a special presentation of the Real Presence Radio Network.